What's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of Wheel Talk. The first of the season, first of the year, and we will be actually keeping it steady this year.
We'll try.
We have a few things planned for the pod, a few changes coming in the near future.
That's right.
Hopefully it falls through, and yeah, man. Who's done winter riding this year? Yeah, you did your first century.
Yeah, just a couple days ago.
Yesterday.
Yeah, you just did one.
Yesterday. What the fuck? How did that go, yo?
I should have gone today.
Today
Number one,
today was better.
It was a way better day to go.
windy.
But
It was
how
so
did it go?
much warmer today than it was yesterday. Like 10 degrees warmer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
It was another random planned ride.
Which you
not an
didn't
official
post
one.
on the Discord.
Not an official one because who the hell's gonna come out for?
You never know, man. That's
You
why
never
it's a
know.
spontaneous-
Anyways,
Throw it in
so
there
shout
anyway,
out to Manir.
That's why we have the Discord.
Yep. Just
So
throw it
shout
in
out
there
to
anyway.
because I knew he happened to
You
be
never
available.
know.
And it was our tried and true ride out west,
Yeah.
Indian Road,
Yeah.
Yeah. The new route.
the new route.
Yep.
Still really good,
Good.
still really solid.
The roads are well kept.
well kept. Like those guys pay their taxes.
Yep.
Legit.
Perfect. Perfect.
And the problem was I didn't plan out winter stops. You
What do you
need
mean?
to, because unless you're decked out like a tank, you're gonna get cold.
Yeah.
And so you need places to stay warm in order to like get the heat back in the feet, so to speak.
Okay.
Although I did discover that the dollar store they have like
Heat warmers?
like
The heat packs?
heated insoles,
They do.
Heated
like
insoles.
250.
Yeah.
So
What?
if you're
Well,
like,
it's the same as the hot hands.
They're like hot
foot
hands.
warmers,
Oh,
yeah.
but
but
for
it's
feet.
it's the whole insole.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
shit.
the hot hands foot warmers is the
Yes.
whole insole.
Yes.
But the ones
Oh,
at the dollar
shit.
store last a couple hours.
Oh, shit.
The
In a pinch, those are clutch.
hot hands is like 8 hours.
Damn.
Guaranteed. Yeah, and it gets super hot.
I've seen them. They have
So-
patches for the balls of your feet.
Yep.
Oh,
And then they have the,
The
whole
whole
insole.
thing?
Yep.
That's wild.
And they have ones for your hands.
And ones for your hands.
Yeah.
Yo, okay, so I'm going to get those.
Yes.
Oh,
But anyways,
I get those,
thankfully
okay.
I didn't need it. I was prepared.
Good, good, good.
Um,
I'm never prepared.
but yeah, it was. I figured if we did something that we did so many times,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it familiar.
keep it familiar, and a route
Yeah.
that we used before, I figured I can diverge because
Yeah.
the winter rides are different. You got to plan out your routes.
Everything.
You
Oh,
can't,
for sure.
You got to plan everything out.
But I didn't plan out the stops, so
For sure.
we played it by ear or by foot, technically speaking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I just pack heavy, and that's kind of how I power through it.
Yeah, that's
See, one of the things that that's like deterring me from riding the winter is I don't have access to water. Meaning I can't wash my bike afterwards. I have a pump. I have like that that pressure pump thing.
yeah.
It's at my buddy's crib. You know what I mean?
Good place.
It's like all the way downtown. Like what the
Good
fuck
place.
is it doing there?
Yeah, good place.
Right? So I don't want to like.
We gotta, you know what? We gotta bring our pumps together and we gotta show. The
I know,
fans.
I know. We should.
We gotta do a
We
little
should.
show and tell episode. Anyways, yes.
But like that's one thing that's like keeping me from riding.
Mhm.
Because I fucking hate having a dirty bike.
I think that's an excuse, but
It is an
it's-
excuse.
It's a legit one.
Yeah. I just do the winter beater approach,
Okay.
And
where you
like-
somehow acquire a
And you
bike
have
for dirt
several
cheap.
bikes. If one's dirty, you could just whoop whoop.
Well, you know what I mean? It's like you know,
You could choose. You could
Yeah.
choose one
Pick
or
one.
two to be winter beaters. But
Yeah.
one has
Pick
a
one.
flat, the other one I don't have pedals for, and it's so shiny.
shout out to all the fixed gear riders that ride all year the same bike.
You
Yep.
know,
But you have 3 options, man. Not to put you out
Yeah.
there.
two options.
Two
technically.
winter options. One of them being a fixie, which
Yeah,
is genius, honestly.
I need to get a tire.
Okay.
I need a new
So
tire.
that's a real one.
That's a real thing.
So
I
that's a
need
real
new
thing.
Yeah.
I'm so pissed because I used the spare that I had, brand new spare, right?
Too
Rode
soon,
with
man.
it.
Too soon.
As soon as I got home, I went to work the next day to ride it. Stepped out the door. I'm like, the fuck's wrong with this wheel? I
Oh,
just changed it.
Mhm.
So I gotta buy a whole new tire again, and yeah,
Bike problems.
bike
Yep.
problems.
But that's the life,
But the
man.
thing is, like, it's fixed gear. It's single speed, so it's like it's easy.
Yes.
It's easy. You
Yes.
Just take it out and
Exactly.
Put it back
God,
in.
you sold me on the idea. It's just
I know.
I live on a hill.
Yep, same.
Me too.
No, you don't, man.
Yes, I do.
Nah, it ain't the same.
Yes, I do. I live on the
It ain't the
Danforth.
same.
Okay, listen. You have a climb if you're at the beaches,
Yeah, and
but if you're on the Danforth already,
most of our rides is down by the lake. Most of the rides is down by the lake.
okay, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the one thing that deterring me is the winter maintenance. I fucking hate it.
I'm gonna add to that in a minute, but did you
You
want to
wash in the car wash.
Yeah, I mean,
Because there's one near beside you.
Like I said, I'm gonna go.
I
You're
just-
stealing my thunder, bro.
yeah. I guess it's
Cheers.
there is a positive to just having a bike that you don't necessarily care as much about. I guess a big key to that is to not spend a lot of money on that bike, because I think my heart would fall apart if I spent hundreds on a bike that I'm just gonna get
I
salty.
spent so
and-
much money on all those bikes.
So I think that also kind of counts as a good reason as
Yes,
to why he
yes.
doesn't want to
Fuck.
devote one to the winter. Because
Yeah.
I mean, you can't baby all three of them, bro.
No, you
True.
can't.
But you can
can't.
try.
You can try.
yeah,
You can try it. But I don't know. It for me, it is just the maintenance part. It sucks in the
Yeah.
wintertime. It's not as easy. Yeah, I don't know.
But that's
man.
it?
That's it.
So like the temperature is not a problem.
The temperature's not a fucking problem. Like
yeah. So if he had a legit
like,
water
it's,
pump,
It's
Wow.
not a. It's not a.
Okay.
Getting warm is not a problem. You can get
so
warm.
you're a real G. It's just you want to come out with a.
I'm a
pristine bike
real
all the
G,
time.
but I'm fancy. You know?
a fancy real G,
I'm a bougie motherfucker.
a fancy
you know what
real
I'm
G,
saying?
yeah,
Okay,
Like-
bougie G. Okay.
a
And
bougie
the other
G.
issue too is so remember how last time I was riding and my saddlebag like ripped a hole in my tights?
Oh yeah,
It ripped a
Ouch.
hole in my bib.
Some big boy problems.
Fam.
Ouch.
Yo, my hands, my quads fucking sucks. So my winter bib, I'm riding, and I'm like, why do I feel a breeze?
No.
Breeze where?
Dog, like right by my asshole. Like right by the gooch.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like on the inside part of my leg.
gooch breeze is never cool,
You know what I'm saying?
especially when
So
you're
I'm
not
like
expecting it.
riding, dude, it's the winter time. And I'm like, yo.
Listen, man, that's
it
a
is
product review
cold.
video in the making.
No, but
Right
you know
away.
what it is? It's not it's not the bibs. It was the actual saddle bag.
No way.
Because the Velcro was rubbing. The rough part of the Velcro.
on the
Up against
saddlebag.
the cooch.
No. like on the
Oh,
inside,
let's-
on my inner thigh.
Okay, yes.
Yeah,
Inner
yes,
thigh,
inner thigh.
saddle. Okay,
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what it's
So,
time
like-
for, man.
I'm like, fuck.
it had
man.
rubbed that much that it ripped a hole in it.
It's called
Yeah.
It's called the frame bag, or what do you
Yeah.
call that? All the other
A
bags.
top tube bag?
Yeah.
Handlebar mount? I have
Yeah, man.
Yep.
See, I have a handlebar bag, but I don't want to put shit on the front.
Well, it's that or your, big
I
boy
know.
problems, bro.
Or I'm just gonna buy a fancy ass saddlebag that doesn't use Velcro.
Good luck.
Yeah,
I know.
There's ones that have the wrap, but it's just that motion, right?
I know.
Mhm.
That's the thing. It is that motion because the thing
Yeah,
that
got-
rubbed
Yeah, man.
was the one on the actual seat post, not underneath the saddle part. It was like that's why it was on the inside of the thigh. Because it's
So
the
are
Velcro
we gonna
on the
put
seat
put
post.
money
Yeah.
on him using like a
Duct tape.
just duct taping the pants. You mean?
electrical
Duct
tape.
taping the bib?
Electrical tape.
handlebar bag? That's my vote.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah,
post in the
handlebar bag.
comments what you think he's gonna ride with.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be a handlebar bag.
I'm just gonna keep it G again and run it with a tank top and a backpack.
Yeesh.
go backpack,
You
man.
know what I'm saying?
That's probably
Because anytime I'm doing winter stuff, it's a backpack for sure, and just load it up. Because I'm already because I feel like you're already out here. Like if you're in the winter, you're already out in the shit.
See,
And so the fact that I put
I
a bag
believe
on,
in that. I believe
Listen,
in that.
man, you're the one with the what do you call that?
steel
The
bike.
bladder.
The bladder, yeah.
You have to carry a backpack.
Yeah, you
or
damn
something,
right.
It keeps,
you know
it
what I
damn
mean?
keeps
right,
it
man.
warm as well.
hey, folks, stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
Yo, facts.
joke.
Especially in the wintertime, you
Oh,
never
yeah,
know.
Especially
go
in the
back to
winter.
that.
Yeah.
So
you almost died, didn't you?
No, it's just
With your one
hydration
bottle.
is not the thing that you think about.
Well, in the winter, it's because
It's
you
cold.
think to drink water only when you're getting a little bit hot.
Yeah.
But you need water every goddamn time.
Yeah,
And
because
so
you're still
it's-
sweating, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in the winter, probably arguably a bit more because you need your body's functions to like work a bit better
Right.
with a little bit less oxygen. So, yeah, but you really need that water, and a lot of us will forget. You don't want to
Yep.
drink any cold water when it's like -10
Bro,
outside.
this is a perfect segue. You can read my mind. Speaking of forgetting, I totally forgot my bottle on the ride.
What do you mean? Like at home?
Yeah.
So you
Like,
didn't
I
have you didn't have on the bike water.
So on my way
You didn't have
downtown,
water at all?
I didn't have water at all. I was like, son of a. Anyways,
When did you remember?
no.
Oakville.
How far?
I got. So I'm meeting.
Almost back home.
So we're meeting downtown.
Okay.
By the time I got to the meeting spot, I was like, shit, I don't have my water bottle.
That's a good hour that you were out.
Yeah, so I was like,
Yeah.
crap. Anyways,
Did you buy one?
I gave in to my need to go to a bike store,
Mhm.
but I went to a one that I hadn't gone to before, Urbane Cyclist,
Urbane? Okay.
Yeah, I've heard of them. Yeah.
right? I passed by, I think there used to be like the old, this used to be an old computer store before.
Yeah.
Fortune Computers or something, or...
Mhm.
Anyways,
Okay.
I've heard of Urbane.
so that place is sick. Can't wait to go back there again. Anyways, I need an excuse to go. This was my excuse.
For water.
So you
For
bought
water.
water.
So I went and got a water bottle. It was on sale. I bought some Noon tablets.
Mhm.
Also on sale. They really
Nice.
hooked it up.
Nice.
I'm really glad.
Okay.
Anyways, I barely finished the bottle of water on the way to Oakville.
See?
Oh my god.
See, that's dangerous. 'Cause
Anyways,
I don't know how you
like,
do it,
you
man.
just cramp up out of nowhere,
I did-
especially in the wintertime.
I don't know how you do
I
it.
didn't cramp. I almost. I don't want to go about this. We can make a whole video, but basically, by the time
That
I
was
hit
bonked.
100K, I almost died. My phone died.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
The Garmin
my
almost
boy.
dead. Like,
Yeah, everybody. Yeah.
everything.
Everybody's
needed
dead.
juice.
Yeah,
Everything
it's
needed
crazy,
juice.
my
but,
boy.
yeah, it just so happened I was at mom and dad's place. Woo!
I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. Water's one of them
Man.
things
But
for
what's
me,
up?
man. It's like I can't. Like without water,
Yeah,
I just
I
can't.
think about you all the time. That's why I'm like, yo, I gotta drink. I have
Drink your
I
water,
have a
man.
warning on my Garmin every 30 minutes that goes off.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
just to
functional?
remind me to fucking to
Drink your water, man.
That's
every
Drink
30
your water.
minutes.
Functional
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, dude.
I didn't know that was a thing on the Garmin.
On yours, man. The same one. We have
Really?
the same one. Yeah. You don't put like a hydration warning. It's like
No?
an alert. You just set an alert.
Oh.
Like set an alert every 20 minutes.
And then
come
you'll
up.
know
Oh.
that the alert is for
Yeah.
water.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
That's sick.
Well, I mean,
No,
I'm
in the
screaming
wintertime.
agua every fucking 30
Yeah.
minutes on the ride.
That's
No,
because the
for real,
Garmin is
though.
saying that.
But the
Water
Garmin
in
will
the
be like-
wintertime is so key.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I've been snowboarding more.
Woo!
I've been snowboarding more. And I always forget to bring water.
That is savage.
But
I know
I never
exactly what that
forget
feels
to
like.
bring liquor.
Well,
You know why? Because it's like
Yeah.
keeping warm.
supplies of the trade, man.
You know what I'm
Same,
saying?
man.
It's like I'm keeping warm.
Yeah, I don't think you have to explain that, man.
Like, we
know
went to
what's
Blue.
going-
We went to Blue Mountain, and then I'm snowboarding. Everyone else is at the cottage. I text somebody. I was like, "Yo, can somebody run up to the mountain and like give me a bevy, please?" Yo,
Yes.
homie pulled through it though.
Yep.
He
That's
came through that dark Gatorade. You know, what I'm saying?
It's snowboard hydration, man.
that
Jeez.
powerful Gatorade.
That's
you
a
know?
lifestyle still,
It
but-
is. It is.
But I think if you're...
If you're doing anything physically
Dude,
active
imagine
outdoors,
Paul on the hills. You
Yeah.
need...
Yeah.
You need some kind of
Yeah.
hydration.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Cross
Doesn't
country
matter. What?
Donkey Kong over here, bro.
What? Yo,
that's
I.
racist.
So I. And I
That's
guess.
racist, son.
There's water.
That is racist, yo. That is racist, yo. Donkey Kong?
Yo.
Wow, B.
Dude.
I'm at the point now where, like, and I guess we'll maybe cover this a bit later, but with these damn spin classes.
Oh, yes.
And,
Talk about
We'll
that.
probably cover this, or we'll cover this now or later, or like.
How are the heavies?
We're just taking all the bitches today. So proper
We're coming in
etiquette.
hot,
So
boy.
proper-
It's
so proper
2023.
etiquette then.
Oh god.
We are coming in
So,
hot.
it's your first time.
Yeah.
Is this your first time?
So I've never prior to last week I've never done a spin class.
Wow.
Really?
Never.
Shit.
And so I went into it thinking that it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be different.
Dude, it's hard.
But like I didn't know how different.
Dude, it's
It just looks like
hard.
they're sprinting the whole time.
It is so okay. The first class, right? I filled my water bottle, and I'm like, all right, I'm ready. And it was like a 50-minute class. So 50 minutes, I figured, been riding for like 8-9 hours a bunch of times. Yeah, I can probably make it. It'll be tough because it'll be different, but I'll probably make it.
Do they set you up? Do they explain what it's going to be like? They
So
tell
at
you-
that first class, they were really good. Like they actually said, okay, well, road cyclists have a tendency to lean forward. You don't do that.
You're
here.
more upright.
Right? You're
you're
like-
not.
you're
Aero's
upright.
not a thing apparently.
Yeah.
Well, because as soon as the class starts, we're pedaling in. You have to pedal on the beat, and then everybody in the class just gets up,
Oh shit.
and
They
so you're
just
like
stand up.
nobody's sitting, and so you're just up and you're just
Oh, they're standing.
standing
Yeah.
and pedaling on beat, and then you have to like turn the dial for like whatever resistance you need.
Dang.
But yeah, you're just and that's most of the 50 minutes on beat with someone screaming at you. Although they were nice. She was nice.
That's crazy.
Like,
So I'm thinking that Ariana Grande video when they're on the bikes. You ever see that one?
No, I don't
Anyways,
watch.
we'll-
yeah, it was.
we'll
It
get to
was.
that one later.
It was. See,
check it out.
it was surprise. So in that first class, honestly, when I got up, because as you may have noticed, I don't get up much on a bike ride.
No, me neither.
Right. So I'm used to. You gotta pedal
Listen,
through.
That's just how I get up a hill.
So it's been ingrained in my head to like stay seated up the hill because you don't want to break your form and get your breathing down, get your cadence down, and you're good up the hill.
Sure.
So I've worked all these all this time to get that.
Fighting his instinct.
And then in this class, like, all right, everybody up. And for 50 minutes, everybody up. And so
That's crazy.
I lasted.
Hour of standing on the bike.
That's
So honestly,
crazy, my
I'll
guy.
confess, 20 to 25 seconds in,
Wow.
I was like, gotta sit.
Wow. Good for you, man. You don't even go out with yourself, man.
Gotta sit, man. Gotta sit. And then tried
Yo.
getting up again and again through
From
the
not
class.
standing to having to stand for
Yeah.
almost an hour.
And so then in the second class, I was standing a little bit longer. This last class I just did today, a little bit more. But at least my cadence is there, which I'm surprised about. That like whenever they're pedaling like so fast, we're talking about maybe 160 RPMs at times.
Woo!
Stupid
son.
stuff. But, I'm keeping up with the cadence at least. But the standing part, I mean, I've seen everybody else is doing it. Everybody else here is this
That's
is normal.
crazy.
This is just a normal Tuesday. And then they get up, whew, that was hot. And they just walk out.
So no one just falls off the bike.
Nope.
No one passes out.
I have seen no casualties in any of these classes.
I'm gonna be in the back of those classes for sure.
But,
Oh,
and
me
everybody's
too,
just up.
watching.
Because part of it for me is just seeing all of this happening, and I'm like, I can't do any of this. I can't do any of this.
You should have been like, well, can you guys route to Niagara though? Oh, you know what I mean?
So that's kind of the low-key thought that I have in my head that like, okay, fine, this isn't my land in the same way that riding to Montreal might not be their land. So
True, exactly.
whatever, right? We're in different lands. But and that's how I justified it in my head because when everybody's up, it's just
Better than you. Better than you. Better than you. Better than you. Yeah, I would do that.
Oh,
But I'm not
man.
strong enough to have that thought, right?
Oh my god.
I'm not good enough to have that thought. For
Wow.
now, it's like, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it.
But you went back.
And third class, and so right now I'm in the middle of like a 2-week kind of trial, and then you buy classes after that.
Okay.
So I am going
So
to
they,
go back.
I get it. They give it to you for free.
Changed man over
They
here.
let you
I am
sample.
going to stick with spin because
Changed man.
I'm not gonna let this shit win. I'm not gonna let it win. I'm not gonna let it win.
Represent.
But good segue into that because tell us the reason why you're doing Spinco in Hamilton, my boy.
So I have to stretch my legs out in Hamilton area as a part of the cycling community
Whoop, whoop.
because
sir.
I'm now on the Cycle Hamilton board
Fuck yeah.
as one of the board members.
Oh,
So
give me that.
Fuck yeah, dude.
you have to spread the good cheer out there in Hamilton, and
Hell yeah.
bring the chapter of the club out there too, and
Hell yeah.
right. So a lot of this is kind of just putting my roots down. I haven't moved yet. I'm moving probably summer.
Never.
I'll take your vote.
Dead.
Why do you need to vote? Why do you need to move, bro?
I'll take your vote.
FaceTime.
Because the ride
Zoom
out to
is still a
Hamilton
thing.
is one thing, but having to lead rides from Hamilton.
Zoom is still a thing, man.
Imagine having to
I don't
do
think me being there would change much.
Damn.
I don't think so.
True.
Right?
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of rides that we do that go out that way anyway. Most of our rides are on Saturdays. I don't think it'll change much. But now
Yeah.
getting involved with the cycling community in Hamilton, it's a good challenge because
Yeah,
like
those 5 a.m. starts downtown are going to be kind of tough.
those will be real tough. I'm gonna have to meet you guys.
Out
Yo,
there.
HCO Park,
Hamilton
bro,
Beach.
6:30, no problem. No matter
Hamilton
I'll be
Beach.
there.
No matter what,
Yeah.
6:30, HCO Park.
So even this ride coming up that we're doing, the winter bike to work day on Friday, and I'm leading a ride starting at Gage Park, going to Gore Park and back. So I have to be at Gage Park in Hamilton for 7 a.m.
Oh,
Damn,
you're
boy.
camping, bro.
to lead a group of people
You're camping, dude.
to
That's
Gore Park,
crazy.
and then we're going back to Gage Park for 8:30, and then that's it for the event. So
So
That's
about
crazy.
I'm gonna be leaving home
So
super
you're,
early.
So what you're saying is you're bike packing to Hamilton.
to Hamilton in the morning.
Because you have to bike to work.
because you have to bike to work.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty
Damn,
much.
Wow.
dude.
Hey,
So
if
that's
you need
coming up.
support, I wish I could be there for you.
Yeah, in spirit. Man. You guys are with me in spirit, man. I get it. But
That's crazy.
yes, and that's actually going to be a pretty big event. But yeah, so I'm doing
that's
stuff like that
amazing.
out there, and so going to Spinco was a part of the reaching out to the membership, and realized pretty quickly that the people that go to Spinco are
not
not really
cyclists.
road cyclists. But-
Yet.
Can we say that out loud?
Yeah.
Is that legit?
Well, this is a good question, right? I mean,
Yet.
a good question is, like, I don't know if those come together. Because from what I saw in spin class, it's so different.
Wow, yeah.
Well,
It's so
spin
different.
Spin itself is a whole different culture.
Yeah.
Like it's a whole different, like, form of movement and exercise. It's not cycling. It's not cycling.
I don't know what to say.
Do you?
It's
do you,
different.
Do
I
you
don't
ride
say.
your bike to the beat?
Well, it's just so different. That's what I mean. It's just so
Have you
different.
tried?
But do you?
Have you tried?
But he's not saying it's harder or easier.
I'm saying, but
he's
do
just saying
you?
it's different.
Like, you listen to music while you ride.
Yeah.
You never gone to a certain point where you're riding and you're just...
I'm not like, yeah, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I am.
I have to get up some hills.
To get up... Yeah, like... You know,
get
if
up some
you're trying-
hills.
If you're trying to...
Nah, I don't pedal to the beat, man.
I
don't
guess I got
say-
some pretty long hills up by me, so sometimes
You know
you
what I
get
mean?
through
Like-
half a song.
Well, we tried
I
telling
don't
me he doesn't
pedal
live on a
to the
hill. He doesn't listen to...
No,
Anyways.
like there's no need to pedal to the beat. You can just pedal hard.
I think part of the challenge is that you're not going to get a consistent resistance in a lot of places to pedal to the beat that easily.
sure.
Yeah.
And so in a spin class, I mean, you're turning the dial up and
It's
down,
set.
but like,
Whatever, we can't dial it up to Pottery Road. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Yeah.
it just you're either there or you're not.
But I do, one thing that I did notice, well, some of the stuff that I'm doing in spin, it is kind of activating those same muscles that hurt after pottery or hurt after that Niagara escarpment climbs. Same muscles that are hurting.
Fair.
So there's probably some benefit on the road.
Oh,
To me
also,
doing spin.
Either of you don't spin or train indoors.
No.
True.
So
Just give me a
that
sec.
had to...
It is a different life to be indoors on a bike and then like next to people that are all indoors on a bike and then everybody's and then we have the loud music.
Essentially a sweat box.
It is
Is
a
anybody wearing kit?
no,
one.
actually, hold on.
There might be where someone might be.
There was a
wearing this.
few. There was
Like
a few
jerseys
people wearing
and shit?
full. No,
Like I've seen people with clips on.
everybody has the clips on.
Really?
Yeah,
No,
the
no,
three
no,
bolts.
no, no. You're thinking of like the belt clips, like the toe clips, not like
Like
clipless.
Yeah, we all have clips. The
Really?
three
Oh,
the three
shit.
bolts. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh shit.
yeah, the 3 bolt racing clips. Yeah,
Oh
Three
shit.
bolt, bro.
yeah. So funny, right? So for that first class, you know, I brought my shoes,
Posers.
right?
We're like, oh, we need a mountain bike
What?
clip.
Posers.
So I brought my shoes, right?
Yes.
I was like, yeah. And so
Yeah,
they
what's
asked
up?
me. They were like, yeah, do you need shoes? I'm like, no, I'm
Nah,
good.
What are you talking about? I
then I
got
showed-
that. I got that on deck.
And I
bro.
showed them my shoes. Like, no, we don't take those here.
Wow.
What? What do you
don't
mean,
take
man? He's like,
those
SPD,
here?
what do you
Road
mean, man?
pedals, bro.
Wow.
So he pulled out, the
They're
3
not
bolt
even on
ones.
the road,
So
bro.
what did they give you?
So they gave me the 3 bolt shoes. So I
Some
had to-
random like. Is this we're talking like bowling shoes style?
yeah, it's the same kind of idea.
Damn.
Same kind of idea where like they have shoes that they rent out. And so since I'm a size 12 and this is a class of all women, enough to say all women,
Dead.
there was like 1 or 2 guys in the first class. Second class, 1 guy. This class today had 3 guys, which I thought it was like a surprise.
Wow.
And so when I
Straight
come
or
in
gay?
looking for a
Dead. Dead. Dead.
Just
bro.
kidding, guys.
so when I come in looking for a size 12, like there's gonna be no issue with me getting a 12 in this room because
But meaning they have that.
Wait,
just
they
in
have
case.
stuff for
Yeah.
rentals.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah, they have the rentals, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So
So
you
they-
don't have to buy.
no.
Okay.
They have it available for rentals, and most people that go there they get the rentals because when you walk in, you take your shoes off immediately,
Right.
and you pick up the
True.
rental shoes and you
Right.
go and get changed stuff like that.
Click, 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 click,
I also noticed that the men's washroom spotless. It's probably like barely used. I
Barely
might have been the
used.
4th person
Nobody
in there.
in there.
So I mean,
Heads up for our next podcast. Barely used.
yeah.
They won't even notice.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean it's such a different like different.
Would you do it?
Spin? I mean, I'm not opposed. I've done it before.
Oh, so
I
you've
did.
done it already.
I've done spin to. What is it? The Good Life one for kids. Spin to win? No.
Is that the same thing?
Spin for kids.
Is it like closed room in a dark space?
Yeah,
Okay,
100%.
wow.
There's like somebody in the middle.
Yes.
Yeah.
And mind you, I was a trainer and powerlifter at this time, and it's like, fam,
What am I doing?
yo, legit. Legit. There was like
That's
6
not
of us that were powerlifters,
Yeah.
and we're all trainers, and like we're
Dying.
doing this for charity.
Dying.
And we're like huffing and puffing. I'm like, yo, what the fuck
What
did
is
we
this?
do, yo?
Holy
This is
Dang.
what kind of training is this?
Dang.
Yeah.
And we did that for an hour, and it was fucking difficult.
It hits hard.
Hit hard.
It hits
is
hard.
Like I respect spin. It's hard. Number one, it's
But
not
you
just
don't
an easy
consider it
thing.
cycling.
I don't consider it cycling.
Wow, that is.
I think
bold.
it's.
I don't consider it cycling
I don't know how to. Because I agree
because here's
that
the thing.
it's so different.
Here's the thing.
Right.
If you're not facing dangers on the road, you're not a cyclist.
Bro, then you're just attacking everyone in the velodrome, whom we have the uttermost respect for.
They ride on the road still.
But
Actually,
if
most
you
of our
own,
roads,
but if you
yeah.
okay, fine. Not to say
Like,
what they don't do when they're out of the velodrome.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But okay, I see what you're saying. At some point,
like if you're not
gonna
touching road, you're not a cyclist. You can even be on a mountain bike and bike outside. You're a cyclist. But if you're stuck indoors, you're a spin
So-
guy. You're a spinner.
So if you've never, yeah,
It's
so
not a bad thing.
This
It's
is
not
for
a bad
people-
thing. It's not. I'm just saying, in terms of
Yeah.
classification, you're not a cyclist.
yeah, so you're saying it's different for somebody that, okay, for example, in my case, where like primarily road, trying out some spin.
Yeah.
There are probably people in these classes, because I haven't really talked to a lot of people in the classes.
Sure.
There's probably some of them that are in spin class and also like road
Ride
cycling.
bikes, yeah.
So that's possible.
That's
but there
possible.
are definitely also people that
just
only
stick
spin.
signed up for spin,
Spin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
do spin,
And that's it.
and that's it. And would never ride on the road.
So is it my understanding?
That's a different person.
So it's my understanding that spin classes are more of a high intensity training than
100%.
It
Anything
is,
else.
which is why I was
100%.
surprised when somebody was trying to tell me that it's not HIIT, and I'm like,
It's
You're
not
stupid.
hit.
this
It-
feels
well, no.
Maybe
It can be hit.
yeah,
Hit is just high intensity interval training,
Right.
right? It's just interval.
yeah,
Right?
which we do,
Exactly. So it is hit training,
yeah.
and it's very cardio focused. It's not, you know what I mean? It is very intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I suggest you try it.
Do you see that as a form of training that you could use that could benefit you on the road?
So one of the
Yes. I
maybe
think so.
20 minutes in after I was suffering, the thought was that the kinds of things that I was feeling,
Yes. Similar.
it's very similar to like the tougher days on the road.
Regret,
Questioning your
sadness,
life decisions.
life decisions.
Some hunger, some low grade hunger.
What am I doing here? What is my purpose?
The cyclist regret. Yeah, that's a whole other video. But I definitely feel. I think in my case, doing spin class along with road cycling can be altogether training.
Yes.
Like I can now wrap my head around going to the velodrome and actually like pulling some shit off there, as opposed to just
Well,
fun.
not
run.
just that, but just the aspect of hit training itself
Yeah.
benefits you greatly on a road ride.
Yep.
You know what I mean? When you're on a spin bike and you're turning the resistance on the thing on the
Yeah.
bike, picture that as you climbing up a hill,
Sure.
Yep.
right? It's
Okay.
hit.
Yeah.
You're not climbing for fucking 20 minutes. Maybe like 2 minutes tops, and then resting, and then going on.
But
again.
in this class, yeah,
It's more
they've
intense.
stretched. In this class, they've stretched it
Well,
out.
yeah, but that's why it's beneficial.
Yeah, but then
Right?
you could also in the same class you can play with how long
Yeah.
you're up, how long you're down, and all of that. So
Yeah, exactly.
you could
So-
you could make it that.
Yeah.
So
So,
as a-
it's beneficial.
Okay, so as a stats guy,
Mhm.
do you get to measure any of your output during the ride? I know some people get to see that during their spin classes.
So most people have the watch,
Ah, okay.
and then they just use that because
they're
there's not
only-
they don't have anything on the bike to like
Yeah,
do
so
that
they're
kind
not.
of measurement.
They're not like
They
they're
don't
not
have
chasing a
power
distance.
meters.
No.
They don't have
But I know that there are
cadence.
some that
Do they have
that-
cadence?
They don't have that inside there.
They don't have cadence.
But I know
okay.
there's some spin bikes that do all of that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
$10,000.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Might as well buy a real bike.
Bro.
And imagine what that
come on,
membership-
That should be
You
an
know what I
ad
mean?
right there, man.
And imagine
You
what
know
that
what I mean?
membership would be for riding on that. They have like
Jesus.
30 of those bikes.
You know what I mean?
You're paying rent for that.
So I've seen
facts.
people put
the
cadence
sensors?
sensor
Yeah.
on their
On the
their-
pedal.
on their
On the crank.
the shoe.
Oh, right on top of the shoe.
Yes.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
on
On the
top of
shoe, yeah,
so
yeah,
they
yeah,
can
yeah.
get their
Yeah.
cadence.
I'm not sure if.
But you couldn't get unless you had something strapped to the bike. There's no way you could get speed.
But do you
can.
want?
You can get the old school, like the magnet.
oh my
Yeah.
god! Wow.
You just tape it onto the thing, onto the disc,
Yeah, you can add it. Yeah.
and
Just
have
keep going to
the
that
sensor.
bike every single time.
So
Yeah,
that
bike
bike,
10. That's mine. Yeah.
that's it.
Wow.
So-
yeah.
That's a hack right there, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want that info in a spin class.
No, there's no need.
I mean,
For speed,
if you're
you don't
coming
need.
from where we're coming from, or you're coming from a numbers perspective,
But
Yeah.
you have to
you
think
kinda
about
do.
it.
But I get it. It's
Right.
not about that.
Because
Yeah,
like
you have
when
to
you're
think
when
about
you're
it
on
from
the
a different
road,
thing.
Yeah.
you're gonna make an improvement to how quick you ride from here to Burlington.
Sure.
Yeah. And speed
Whereas
is
in spin
relative.
class,
Yes.
you're not necessarily playing with speed in the same way. Like you're
Right.
basically riding on beat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Goals to keep up with the class and don't die.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not sure because you, like in a perfect world, you'd see the same number every week.
So in
Yeah.
a
Right, so it's
ride
like-
profile, just to bring it back,
Mm-hmm.
what would that look like if in your last spin class, like when you're going really hard, technically you're either sprinting or maybe climbing a hill. What would that spin class ride profile look like?
I mean, my class today was like entirely an uphill sprint.
Oh damn!
The stats.
to Ja Rule. It was
Dead.
Baby,
right. And, so
get with you.
yeah, it was all like New York hip hop. So it was it's uphill climbing, and then
But you choose the resistance.
You choose a resistance.
Ah,
so I think
okay,
I spent the whole hour in like zone 6 or 7.
So if you're thinking about
ridiculous,
stats,
man. Yeah.
the best things that would benefit you the most
Mm.
would be like your cadence and your heart rate
Yes, of course.
and
Yeah.
power meter if you're into that.
Mm.
If you want to spend $900 just on power meters on something that you're just riding indoors and waste your money, sure.
To the same beat every
To the
week.
same beat
I just
every
have to
week.
bring my power pedals.
Just
Yeah,
bring your own pedals.
yeah. Come in half an hour early just to
Yeah,
install
just
shit.
to take apart some of the bikes.
What
You
the
know
fuck?
what I mean?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I got my own shoes.
But yeah, that's they're already attached.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Don't pull a Paul, guys. Don't
Oh
turn
my
up to the
God.
class.
But yeah, no, like stats wise, heart rate and cadence would be your best friends in spin class. Anything else, like even on a road bike, speed isn't really a thing. Like you don't need to know how fast you're going.
I'm just
it's
curious. That's
relative.
all.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
You know, coming from
Curiosity's
Yeah.
sake. Yeah.
But like if you're well versed in riding,
Yeah.
you know you can kind of guess your cadence.
Yeah, I think the move I would probably play is to go to like 8 or 9 spin classes, measure that,
Yeesh.
Yeah,
like next time on the road, measure that,
Sure.
and then another couple, and then measure and kind of see the overall progress in between.
yeah.
Interesting.
Because the thing is that the class is actually fun, right? It's actually
Spin
like
classes are fun.
it's a fun time, and
because people make it fun.
Right.
It's just like a road ride.
and another thing that I noticed
It's in
though,
a
and this
club.
might be kind of the reverse effect,
Like a club.
It's a
that
club.
I actually haven't felt any leg specific pain from spin class.
Where you felt it?
Well,
Back.
lower back on the first day because of the different seating position, but like otherwise,
Manhood.
No,
I'm
it's
used
like
to
a
this,
white.
like calloused.
It's a white. It's a white
No,
seat,
no,
right?
no.
Nope,
Your
same seat.
manhood,
Oh,
like your
Oh, my man! Oh,
your
my soul!
Your
Yeah.
soul.
Oh, my
It
soul!
hurts.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
When he had to stand on his bike, his soul was questioning his
My
life
soul,
decisions.
after that first day, my soul was completely broken. And like, what am I even doing with my life? But then you sign up for the second class, like it can't be like this, right?
It can't get any worse.
Can't get worse,
It
right?
can't get any worse.
Yeah, but
So does that mean you're going to be standing more on your bike or not?
so
Ooh,
I
that's
still,
a good question.
you know what? And I today on the bike, I was thinking about this because I feel like I've earned
Yes.
this ability to sit up the hills,
Okay.
Oh wow!
right?
Okay,
I've
never thought
earned
of that.
this.
But keep in mind though, your body position on a spin bike is different than on a road.
Well, exactly. So
Well,
I
because aerodynamics is not.
yeah, they don't really care about the arrow in
So
there.
you
So people
would-
are like raising the handlebars and stuff, and
Oh,
like
wait,
You might be thinking that you're on your road bike,
yeah.
standing all the way upright, standing going uphill.
No, you gotta lean.
Well, yeah.
I think his natural instincts will kick in. I'm like,
I
And
know.
even in the class, like even when people are cranking it up and then they stand up, I stand up and then I sit back down because my natural instinct is more resistance. Let's go. Right?
Yeah.
And so I think it's going to be a while before those instincts get crushed.
And you gotta tighten your SPDs
Yeah.
because yours is loose.
Yeah,
as
that,
shit.
yeah, that was I was thinking too.
The minute
like-
you're standing up, you're putting more pressure to
Yep.
release upwards.
and I was loving my loose SPDs. Those are getting tightened up real quick.
Wow, damn.
Yeah.
And I forgot you're
Yeah.
using SPDs too.
Yeah.
Would you, after doing these spin classes, consider using road cleats? Do you feel,
You know what?
Do you feel a difference between SPDs and SLs?
Wow.
So I haven't felt it. I honestly haven't felt it much, just because of the like the cadence is so high that I haven't really felt the full
The force.
stroke.
Okay.
Right, because I'm so focused on keeping that down pedal on
So
beat.
you're not even focusing on your stroke game.
Not focusing on the stroke game. Right? And I'm breathing through it, but not focusing on the stroke game. I will, but I did notice when you're like getting up to do some stretches and stuff, and like you're locked in, so you could like,
Stretches on the bike. Oh, yeah.
yeah. So while you're on the bike, you do the bend over stretch and everything
Yeah.
like that, and I'm not slipping out.
But you mean to tell me that you can't feel a difference between the either pedal system?
I can't feel it.
Whoa.
Well, I mean,
Crank it up next time.
I'm
and
just
start
trying
pulling.
No,
to-
I'm just sorry. From my perspective,
I'm just trying to stay alive in this class. Like, you know what I mean?
You're not gonna get hit by a truck, fam. Like, you know what I
No,
Right?
but like,
different, yeah.
mean? Different dangers.
So that's just a personal question because I'm looking at getting a road pedal system in the future, but I'm really reluctant to it
I'm willing to try now, considering that.
because of all the time you spent on road pedals already.
Well, I had a mental block with road pedals. Just that
Okay.
thought that like I'm
You
gonna
wanna
be
walk
that
like a
guy getting
penguin?
stuck, right? But now I'm like I feel kind of comfortable with the road pedals more than I thought I would, and to the point where like I don't notice the difference that much. So I mean, why not make the switch?
I'm not gonna lie, we do a lot of walking though.
We do.
Yeah, but I got
We do a lot
slides.
of walking. You do have slides.
Yeah, I
That's
bring
cheating.
slides. Eh?
That is so
That's
cheating,
cheating.
man.
So what? Yeah, my feet are comfortable. Yeah, I'll take that
I'm
cheat.
only mad because I can't find a way to fit some slides. I'm gonna find a way to fit a
know.
pair of some slides. Like
That's
Dude, handlebar.
no, on the down
No,
tube.
no.
On the down
Bottle-
tube, on the sides, just on the sides.
Or like
Fucking
as an extra
Velcro.
fender.
Yeah,
Velcro on the side.
you just slide them down the forks.
You know what I mean?
Why not the forks? Just the side of the forks.
Yeah, okay, I've seen that before.
Yeah.
I've seen people use like a bottle cage and just chuck their fucking
That's who.
Yeah, I
was
saw the
thinking-
one guy with the
bottle
Lay's
thing.
chips.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or he had the Pringles, sorry, in the
Yeah.
down tube.
Yes. Oh, that's fucking genius.
That's
Anyways,
a genius idea.
Yep.
It's just until you get halfway down the can.
Anyways, it's
Then you
not.
can't really
Yeah,
reach.
that's garbage, man.
You know
Anyways,
what I mean?
it's shit for arrow. Anyways, yeah, interesting. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you're kind of almost already there with the road pedal cleat. It's not
Kinda.
it's
Right.
a mountain bike cleat, but it
Yeah.
looks almost exactly like a road pedal. Like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Kinda. Dude, look at how flat that back tire is, man.
Yeah, that guy's in trouble. That thing is.
You should have swapped those two, bro.
Yeah, I don't wanna.
I know, I get it. Still, hey, she
Yeah, I
deserves
don't
some
wanna.
TLC.
She does.
Okay, so just to go back to the first point. First of all, there's nothing holding you back from riding outside then.
No,
Nothing.
no, absolutely
So
nothing.
then,
So what do you do to mitigate the temperature? Like what pieces of clothing are you using?
I'm just layering up.
You're just layering up.
Yeah,
Like
but I mean, honestly, I've been
it's a
out.
snow day.
I've been
I
out
need to
3
layer
times
up.
in the last month,
That's still
Nice,
pretty
dude.
damn cold, bro.
and one of those were like, yeah, one of those was like really cold.
dude, did you guys see those two guys that rode tandem
oh
on,
yeah.
on Friday
I
in the middle of a
follow-
fucking snowstorm
Yeah.
and minus 30?
Yeah, I saw
That's
that.
so wild.
That's-
And then their
Hank-
bike
shout out to Hanky
broke.
and
Yeah.
Charles Umele.
Yo,
Right.
their bike broke and it became a single speed tandem.
Damn.
That's so crazy.
impressive, man.
yo.
That's craziness.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
so
Shout out to
crazy.
Hanky.
Yeah.
Those are wild.
Umele. Yeah, those guys are real nomads for real.
Yeah.
I want to know how they mitigated the weather.
Yeah.
You know what
I think you
mean?
kind
They-
of you
they
get
were-
to some point where like the hard part is when you leave, you don't want to be too warm,
Yes.
Right.
right? Because
You don't
yeah,
want to be sweating when you leave the.
yeah.
when you
So
leave.
that's probably the hardest part
That
of
is
like
the hardest part.
the first for me half hour
Yeah.
is like you're freezing
Yeah.
and you're warming up slowly.
Yeah, it's better to warm up than to leave warm.
Yeah, because then you're gonna be hanging out with that the whole
Yeah,
trip.
and it's just cold.
Okay, so I've tried this because I saw someone on Strava do it. They do like a 10-minute warm up, and then they go for a ride.
I mean,
It's the same thing as leaving warm.
yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah,
But I don't know
exactly,
what
yeah.
his situation is before he leaves the door. Like he's probably not all fully kitted out, but
Yeah.
you wear regular clothes when you're riding
Yes.
on the winter rides because you're on the
Yep.
beater.
Yep.
Arrow's not a thing.
Arrow's not a thing, and plus, the clothes you're wearing is also going to take a bit of a beating itself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Like, doesn't matter what fender you put on.
Your
Your back's going to get some abuse, right? You're going to get some abuse up front. I'm not, because I've never had a bike with a front fender.
Same.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
So, like, you're going to get some clothing abuse.
And- you know when you're riding, you're like, oh, this is amazing.
Yep.
And you're
Yep.
shitty shit.
Or, like, yeah, you see a pedal, and, like, it's not an immediate thought that you're going to get all of that in your mouth.
And knowing my track record, I would just get dirty.
Dang.
Yep.
Front and back, everywhere.
And then when I have the bleed line, that nozzle sometimes gets some
Oh,
abuse
yeah.
too. So you look at it and you're like, oh, that's
Grimy.
all mud.
Note to self, we gotta talk about our winter pet peeves. You know the salt that picks up on your water bottle as you ride?
Yeah.
I never really appreciated that. I have a cap on one of my bottles.
Yeah.
So that when I
yeah.
pick it up and I take off the cap, it doesn't taste like road salt in the winter.
Yeah.
I don't have this problem.
Yeah, you don't have that problem.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you don't get road salt on your thing when
But
you're
you know,
riding?
no. Here's
I get
why,
a little, but like
Yo,
that's not that
Here's
much.
why you should appreciate it. That's sodium that you're taking back in.
Which you need.
Which you need.
Secondly, that's another
Thanks to
reason
the
why
city
I'm
of Toronto.
probably not,
You know what I mean?
thirsty because I'm getting all the fucking
The city of Toronto's
You're
helping
getting
you out.
all the salt, dude.
all
Yeah.
the road salt, man. It's just free electrolytes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. That's
Now the
it.
winter beater does have the bottle cage,
Okay.
and I do have a cap on the bottle that goes down there.
Oh, nice.
But I mean, to where it is,
Yes.
all of the salt
Getting
on
shit
the
on.
bottle
Damn.
Yeah.
is just gross.
So,
Yeah.
I don't want to be picky, but like, what do you use? What do you wear for your pants?
So
Jeans.
I mean,
Not all the time.
no, I have those like multi-purpose pants, basically
Okay.
like fishing pants almost.
Are they water resistant?
Yeah, they're water resistant.
okay.
Waterproof.
Resistant.
So
So the water resistant pants, some long johns underneath because the pants are thin,
Sure.
and then because the winter beater seat, and this is a simple fix, I can just get
Sure.
another seat. But the winter beater seat is very plastic, so I have to have shorts.
You talking about
True.
bibs?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have to have them. So it's like the 3 layers on the bottom.
Sure.
I have some socks with
Listen,
the
shout out to
footwear
everyone
stuff, right?
who doesn't ride with a bib on. Like,
Yeah, I mean that used to be me.
bless you all for doing that.
Honestly, I ride without bibs in the city sometimes.
That-
a lot of times.
Crazy.
A lot of times.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
summer, like
I
yeah,
max it out to like, for me, comfort level, 60 kilometers, no bib.
yeah, same-ish, like
Yeah.
50, 60.
Yeah.
Like if I'm going to like downtown and back, which would be like for me a
That's
50
30,
round.
Yeah.
Then,
about
then
40
I'm a
for you,
princess for that because I need that shit padded.
No, but see, the thing is, like, I've gotten so used to it from cycling a long time,
Not true.
and like just biking out to fucking Pickering on a hybrid bike,
Yeah, no, I haven't developed those.
and like
yet.
cargo shorts, like you
Yeah.
know
Yeah,
what I
I haven't
mean?
done that.
Yeah, you're calloused. It's all
Yeah.
calloused.
Yeah,
so
my
you can't
gooch
feel
is
nothing down there.
calloused.
Yeah. Spent too much
I
time.
have no
riding.
feeling in my gooch, you know. It's almost
Okay,
as rough as my
so
hands.
I was thinking picking up like trail pants,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Trail pants. You're gonna need another layer underneath because those pants are usually.
Yeah.
No, not. I mean, I don't think. I'm sure there's some versions of it that are insulated that'll cost me a fortune, but
Yeah.
something that's like water resistant,
Dude,
waterproof.
go to
would be great.
Decathlon.
Well, the thin
and
ones
buy
are okay.
The winter bib. I have one,
I
but I
did
still
consider
wear, I
that.
still wear sweats over top
Yes.
because it's warm, but it's not warm enough.
Yeah, I'm trying different things. Before I started investing in any winter specific product, I would just layer up. You know, it would be like my bibs, a thermal
Thermal layer.
and then
Yeah.
like my jogging pants,
Mhm.
Yeah,
and that would go to like
because to be
you know,
fair,
-5.
what's the coldest parts of you that actually get cold, right? Like my legs don't get that cold.
No, that was just
So for me,
that was
it's
just
my
for,
toes.
like, unfortunately, that's
Yeah.
even more expensive to cover. But
Right? It's so
like-
stupid.
Yeah.
at least if you have the wind off the majority of their body, you could
Yeah.
probably handle your feet getting a little bit cold.
No, no,
For some
No,
people,
no,
No.
no.
dude. It's the
I hate
closest.
the cold toes.
you hate the
It's
cold.
the closest part to the ground.
Sure.
It's the first thing that got wet.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I mean? You can have It's hard to mitigate.
So what do you do? Oh, are you on flats first of all?
So flats for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Plastic bag.
Flats for sure. And then double sock with the foot warmer. Works every time.
So
I need
you're
to
using
get
the
that
foot
foot
warmer
warmer.
already?
So actually this year I used the foot warmers once.
No kidding.
So the other 2 times that I went out, I didn't use foot warmers. I just double socks.
Wow.
And then the shoes.
I'm trying to
perfectly
avoid
fine.
the double socks because of like
Sweat?
skating issues.
Mhm. Yeah.
So now I've resorted to making sure I have like a shoe cover.
The shoe cover really helps too.
Shout out
Wool
to Decathlon.
socks.
Wool socks.
Wool socks,
Like,
yep.
Bro, like wool tube socks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
If
but-
you got shoes that you could fit those in,
So here's the thing. I realized I bought my shoes a size larger than I needed to, and it just worked out.
yeah.
Fair.
Um,
I think I did the same.
So that's
'Cause
convenient.
that's the only way you'll get them wool socks in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go figure, right? But you can get thin
See
wool socks.
the problem with like the wool socks because
Yeah.
I wear wool socks when I work the club, right?
Mm.
I'm outside.
Right.
Works the club. Sorry.
Fat.
I
I'm a
just
club
saw-
worker.
I
Okay.
just saw Jay exotic dancing with wool socks on.
With the hockey socks.
Yo, traction, guys.
I'm sorry, bro. You people even lift like for real, man.
No, but like the problem that I noticed with the wool socks, my feet get too warm to a point where they're sweating, and then that's when the cold just grabs onto my feet.
Oh, for sure.
You know.
But that's what mitigating the wind is for, like overshoes.
Overshoes still like they only mitigate so much wind.
Uh,
And as soon as there's a little
I
bit
guess
of water
how
on
much,
that,
however much money you want to throw at the problem, right?
yeah, that's the thing. You gotta throw money into your feet
I just don't understand people like in Europe who ride in the winter.
because it's not that kind of winter.
Fair,
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah,
enough,
they're
fair
like
enough.
higher up there, but it's not this kind of winter.
Fair enough. I
You
mean,
know
they're
what I
not
mean?
doing that in like.
Yeah, we have a little
minus
moisture
10
issue in the
degrees.
winter here.
Yeah, like their
That's true.
winter there is like springtime here or fall,
Crazy.
Yep.
and that's cold.
Well, shout out to all the year-round commuters.
Yep.
You know,
I also get annoyed with my hands
So what do you do?
because I have gloves.
So what kind of gloves do you wear?
I have like winter rated to -5 gloves.
And you wear them past that or just to that?
So I wear them past that, but my
Wait.
hands get really hot. Right?
Oh, that's your problem.
So it keeps
Yes,
it
yes,
keeps getting
yes.
super hot in there.
Right.
And so like when I'm stopped, I'll have to take them off to like
Yeah. Let them breathe a bit.
let them breathe a bit, and then you put them back on, and now it's like kind of a bit wet.
Have you guys tried
Yeah.
the what do you call those?
The
No.
cover from the Uber Eats guys.
the Uber Eats
there's a-
gloves.
Yeah.
They're now the Uber Eats gloves. Let's just call it that. I think they're called hoagies, but
No,
Yeah.
the Uber Eats
They're-
gloves.
Yeah.
they've been
No.
rebranded.
Yeah.
No. And
Don't you
for
charge
that
those?
reason specifically.
For that reason, specifically,
Yeah.
you
Don't
won't
you
be
charge
using them?
those, and then you have to like?
Well, some of them you don't have to. Like
Some of
there's
them they
ones
just
that
fit
go
over.
over the drop bars.
Yeah.
Those ones
Yeah.
look strange, but it's in the
Yeah.
position.
Yeah. So
And
Uber
there's
Eats
the
guys.
flat bar
yeah.
ones that the Uber Eats guys are fucking
No,
rocking.
because then people would just stop me and think I have a delivery.
But apparently they're very useful. Like you can go.
I'm
to
sure
like
they're
minus-
useful, but in terms of
minus
swag,
five, no gloves.
I
in
can't
terms
do
of
it.
swag,
No.
nah.
Yeah, exactly, man. I
Well,
gotta
hey,
limit.
man, it's
I
whatever.
still somewhat care about how I look.
I can't do it. I
You
can't
know
go
what I
that
mean?
far.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, same thing. But
You know what I mean? I know you specifically.
well, because I have a problem with wearing my street clothes on the bike because of the way that my body reacts when I'm riding.
I guess,
Right, and the
Yeah.
only thing I can
bro.
think
That's
of
why you wear active street clothes.
Stretchy
I'm
jeans.
in
man.
active wear all the time.
Get them stretchy
But
jeans.
you came from that. You came from a this guy. You came from an environment where you were basically a fitness coach.
I guess.
So
but
you're kind
still.
of like predestined to be wearing sweats the rest of your life.
no, like even
let you
shirts
chose.
and
To
shit,
let you
bro.
chose,
Just like
man.
even shirts is wear dry fit all the time.
Don't get me wrong. If
the
I could
best.
wear dry fit all day long, I would just wear dry fit all day long.
Dude, just do it.
That's kind of what I do. But I'm,
It's
okay, so we're
much
gonna talk
better.
about this later. But the things that you wore when you started riding,
Yeah.
a lot of people just didn't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'd like to say that I've evolved to some degree,
Yeah.
but only because aero is important to me because I'm not strong. So
True.
I flirt a bit.
you know what I'm saying? But you're strong, so you don't
Yeah.
Hold that thought. And we're back. So yeah, street clothes.
I used to iron on or sew on like a little patch inside,
Oh,
like,
that was
reinforce-
destined to reinforce. Oh.
dude.
right?
You know, so Sonia,
Yes.
right? She rode with us in our season opener,
Shout out.
and she like last year, and she wore fucking
No, we haven't done one yet.
fam. She wore jean shorts.
Yes.
Again,
to ride to
out.
Burlington.
Wow.
But it's cool because shout out to Sonia because she made it herself.
Yeah, she makes clothes.
Like so she reinforced that crotch area.
Yeah.
Ah.
She reinforced
She's
like
about that life.
like the back pocket area for a
Yeah.
lock. Because Fixie Life, Messenger Life, right? And I'm like, yo, those are fucking tight.
Genius.
Yeah.
You know, and so,
Technically, you could do like with the stretchy jeans.
Yeah.
You could sew in a padded.
Because it would get destroyed.
No. Like, yeah, just reinforce the
Because
area with some Velcro or whatever.
Blend is just
Yeah.
determined to fucking.
And it's just uncomfortable.
Yeah, no.
You know?
Yeah, because when it does get hot and sweaty out there, and then you're on jeans
So,
and you're on the bike
whatever.
and stuff.
Shout out to the transit shorts
Yeah.
that you can wear underneath. Like,
Yeah.
I think that would be. I would need like 5 of those.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't,
You know
And I'm
what,
also
though?
not wearing any pair of jeans on the bike. Like only specific jeans I will wear on the bike.
I don't
Dude,
get
I've
it.
seen you wear twill on the bikes.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Included.
even that is just
we're, not
uncomfortable.
we're not in England. We're not wearing jackets
Included.
on our
You know what I
fixie
mean?
bikes. You know.
Yeah.
But I guess if you're going that fast, that's not what you're wearing.
No.
This
Nah,
is like
if you're worried about speed.
If you're just riding
No,
the
your
city,
pub-
like
your
it's
pub
not.
bike.
Yeah.
or a
Pub
ride,
bike, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand how people can ride, like, going to work in regular clothes.
Yeah, I do that time to time.
Dude, it doesn't get hot.
It does, and I have a change of shirts.
That can't be the only
Why,
thing
why
you
don't you
change,
just
bro.
wear...
That can't be the only.
Why
thing
don't you
need to
just
change.
bring your change of clothes instead of wearing regular clothes? That's what I do.
I would need a full-on shower to go to work because I would be like,
Yeah.
I would be punting it to work. I don't have.
No, see, I do that too.
I don't have this, fucking.
No, I do that too. Don't get me wrong. Like my bike to work.
You're also downhill to work, bro.
Exactly. But when I bike to work, it's like
Oh,
12
me.
minutes, right?
The ride to work has to be a chill ride.
But the thing is,
I don't know how.
I
to do
shower
that.
before. I shower before I leave my house,
Mhm.
and I just fucking book it downhill.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
I
you
get
have
to
to
work,
shower
I'm
before you
like-
leave.
I would
Chilling.
still be wet by the time I got there, bro. I would just sweat on the way.
There was one day I had a
Yeah.
meeting at like University Ave, and I went down. I rode right down.
Yes.
It was one of those days. It was like 30-something degrees.
Damn, boy.
And so as soon as I got downtown,
Useless.
the shirt that I had on
Call it sick, bro.
soaked.
I know.
So
Sorry, I'm fucking demolished.
so I took that shirt off. I had to put on the other shirt that I had in the bag,
Paul, are you okay?
and then went into the meeting. So when I'm done the meeting inside now, this shirt is drenched. So now I have
Oh,
two
yeah.
wet shirts,
Fully.
and I still have to ride back up the hill uptown.
God damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Dude, that, like, I don't know if it's just me, but it's the most uncomfortable thing wearing a wet shirt.
Hold on a second. Pause. Dude, you're the only one of us that doesn't drive. If you're not on a bike, you're on a board. How are you not sweating your ass off?
I don't know. Because I'm outside. I'm enjoying the breeze.
That's a surprise, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I'm skateboarding, I'm going like 30 kilometers an
Step
hour.
out the door, I'm sweating. What the fuck is going on, man?
Some days,
Yo,
in
me
the,
too.
yeah, yeah. In the summer, it's
Me
pretty
too.
rough.
But like,
That's
you
why
know
I
what I mean?
appreciate the lycra. So,
Well, activewear, bro. Just wear activewear all the time.
like I said,
They're
been
cheap.
there, done that.
Just go to
Yeah.
H&M, bro. Just cheap, like $15.
I guess
Shout out to
I've finally made it to a professional position where I could possibly pull it off without getting in trouble.
Wow.
See,
But it took me all these years, man.
But, okay.
dude, I've gone to a job interview in cargo shorts and a tank top, and I got the job.
What's the job?
That's finesse,
Personal
bro.
training.
Yo, I said this already, man.
And the
Select
funny
you
part
chose,
is,
man.
too,
Select
bro,
you chose.
Right,
I
it
also
wasn't
smoked-
accounting.
I also smoked weed with my manager during that interview.
That's not a
We
meeting,
were
bro.
outside on a bench
That was a session.
smoking weed,
Yeah,
and
it's
just
just a
like,
session. Y'all
that
just
was a
hang
so
out.
what do you want?
That was
What do you want the
interview.
job?
Jesus. Crazy.
So he's like, when do you want to
Jeez.
start? I'm like, next week.
Yeah.
Come in
Let
on
me-
Monday.
Let me try that for a $1 million construction contract.
Jeez.
Hey, man, you want a light one or?
Not happening.
Hey, you never know, man.
You
never know.
Whatever happens behind closed doors, this guy's out in fucking under the tree.
Yeah,
But okay.
got the job though, man.
Congrats.
Got the job, baby.
Whatever.
It was great.
Okay, so there's nothing holding you back from riding in the winter, and the
Yeah.
only thing for you was cleaning. So,
Well, wind.
okay.
Wind,
Wind
as
is
in
a big factor.
in the winter, that's a life-changing thing. Like wind over,
Dude, like 10 kilometers an hour in the winter
Is-
versus 10 kilometers an hour
it's
in the
life-changing.
summertime.
Yeah, it's life-changing.
It's so different.
I know you go to work. You know we've been handling 40K plus wind gusts,
I know.
and
Yeah.
and yesterday's scent was no different.
Oh yeah.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yesterday
it's
was windy.
different when it's colder.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Because it just slaps you in the face.
So yeah,
Yeah.
about that.
That whole shortness of oxygen thing.
Yeah.
Like when you turn a corner and then you are trying to breathe in, but you can't.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's just nothing
Or you're
there.
just breathing in cold air
Oh,
coming right at you.
it's just stabbing your insides. Oh my god.
Wakes you up, but goddamn, you want to die.
Yikes. Yikes.
Anyway,
Oh,
so
man.
apparently I'm all about that now.
Yeah,
Good,
man.
bro.
I don't care.
That a
So
boy.
that means you're more trained for the summer. You're ready for the summertime.
We'll see about that.
See, like,
we'll see how that goes.
I haven't been riding, but I've been working out a lot more.
Nice.
So again, like way more than I did last year, and way more than I did the year before when we first started.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I want to know. I want to see the difference it makes this season. Just me like working out regularly
For sure.
and strength training, doing absolutely zero cardio, and see what that does on the bike.
So what you're saying is that we're all trying some shit this year.
We're all
So
trying
the
some
nomads
shit
are going to be out there racing, is what you're saying.
Nah.
No.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Who said that?
Oh,
Whoa.
wait, oh,
Maybe.
you said you're putting in gym time, and this guy's been riding through the winter. So I
I've just
mean,
been putting in gym time because I want to ride outside. Cold.
I never said anything about base miles, okay? I'm just saying, you know, I don't
I'm
want to
just-
be riding indoors. But this
Yeah, man.
is...
y'all got
yeah,
me in a
'cause-
spin class. I mean, this shit's going to be different this season.
Wow.
That's all I'm saying.
It's gonna be different. 'Cause you know what it is too, like
Still going to get dusted on the group rides.
for sure.
But not by as much.
For sure. For
You'll
sure.
be a bit closer.
Yo, do that. Yes.
You ain't even looking for, man. Not by as much.
Because
That's
like
amazing.
what I recently put 400 pounds on my back again, like
Hey.
just last week.
That's some
Hey.
booty right there.
And the last time I put 400 pounds on my back was maybe 3 years ago.
Nice.
Like-
Nice.
Like pre-pandemic.
Nice.
So like I tried it. I was like, let's see how this feels, and it got up so fast.
Nice.
And I went ass to grass and got up so fast. I'm like, I still have this fucking strength.
Attaboy.
Like how? So I want to keep squatting like that because
See what that does.
I want to get legs like that sprinter.
Whew.
You guys probably seen this guy like
Oh, yeah.
with like the super jack dude
Yep.
Like-
with his
Chris Hoyle or
quads as big as my head.
Yep.
You know what I mean? His legs as big as my head, and it's like
You know
I
you gotta
wanna-
carry that up a hill at some point, right?
fuck
All that weight.
it
All that muscle.
power
Power.
power. You won't have to carry it for a long time if you're
Just-
fast.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You just gotta pedal leading up to the hill.
If you're just going at it,
Just beat
strong,
gravity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beat gravity, dude.
Beat gravity, man.
I do it all the time.
Exactly.
I tell gravity to fuck itself all the
That's
time.
right.
That's,
That's
it.
right.
You're not going to catch me out here.
That's right.
Let's go.
So that,
Shut
that's
up, legs. I'm talking to gravity right now.
exactly. And dude, like imagine like all that power with a full carbon bike. I might break the bike.
No excuses, man.
I might break the
No
bike.
excuses.
I might just break it.
Yeah, we're all just
Just in
trying some
case.
cool shit here, man. This is
You
going to
know?
be interesting this season.
So, are you gonna be purposely challenging yourself on the bike, or is this just off the bike stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know me. I'll probably just do a century like next week.
It is a good week. It's not supposed to be
It
that
is
cold.
a good
yeah.
week.
You know what I mean? Like I'll probably just, you know how I am.
Hey, man.
I just get up and go.
I will take your advice.
What is a
and-
training ride?
And I will post it on. I will post the spontaneous rides on the Discord. Hell, I will own that. I will
Yes.
own that bitch.
Do
For
it.
real. All right, cool.
Do it.
man.
And
Yeah,
if you
'cause
guys
you-
haven't joined, join the Discord.
Yep.
You
But,
know, but yeah, like that. I want to try that. Just no cycling training. Just fucking get up and go.
See what happens.
Because I've said it before, you don't really need to train.
You just be good at it.
No, you don't need to. You just go. You just do it.
Pedal, man.
Just do it.
Just get on
You're
it.
sitting down.
You could be.
Like, might as well just keep pedaling.
Just do it. You're already
just
here.
wor- You
Peak
just
pedaling.
work. You know what I mean? So I want to know. I want to try it. I want to put my mind to it again, my body to the test again, and just get up and go.
You are still training for semi-competition.
Powerlifting?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Woot.
yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe by the end of the year, hopefully. Or
Okay.
before the end of the year.
Okay.
So we'll see how that goes.
So I don't know about you guys, but I injured myself into the new year.
So did I.
Into the new year?
December 1st, I dislocated my left shoulder playing volleyball.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I have a left shoulder thing too.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah.
I have an elbow thing.
My
Welcome to the-
rotator.
welcome to the club, son.
I have an elbow thing.
So I've been trying to take it easy, but not trying to take it easy. I'm supposed to be rehabbing the shoulder but I don't feel anything, so I'm guessing good to
No,
go.
you
right
just
now.
need to put stability back into your shoulder.
says the coach. But yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
You just need to stabilize that shoulder. Because
So-
for me, I'm feeling my knee again. Like, 'cause I had a minor tear
Okay.
on my patella tendon,
Oh wow.
and stupidly enough, that was 3 days before my first competition, and I did it. And yeah,
Okay.
3 days before I fucking not
That's
3 days
Mr.
before,
No
like a
Excuses,
week
man.
before.
Yeah, exactly.
A week before, I had a tear, and rehabbed it like immediately.
Whoa.
Like went to all the therapy, laser therapy, heat therapy.
Jeez.
Put it back
Fucking
together.
what is that one? It's like the massage one. What is that?
Not a Theragun, right?
Not the Theragun, but like the Theragun, but on steroids.
Mhm.
Shockwave therapy.
Shockwaves.
Yeah,
Dr. Ho.
I did that.
Is that the one where you
shockwave.
can see your foot doing this? You're not
No,
moving
No,
it?
so what
no. It literally looks like a gun
Oh yeah.
with a metal head, but there's a ball inside the metal head,
Oh yeah.
and it just vibrates onto that,
Jeez.
Oof.
and it sends a shockwave into the joint to revitalize
Oh,
the
it's
muscles.
basically like hammering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a little
Serious.
mini hammer.
It feels great.
Dang.
It-
All right.
it's honestly one of the best forms of therapy, in my personal opinion. It helped quite a bit, and I went to competition
Wow.
a week later.
Dang.
Yeah, and it was good. I PR'd there in Ottawa, and yeah, man.
So for science, how can we tell whether or not anything that we're doing right now is working?
Well,
For science,
I know that my. Oh wait, you talking about the bike stuff, or
Yeah.
I mean, if you
So for science,
for science, we should do Niagara time trial,
yeah, I mean,
but up the escarpment.
No, man.
For
I'm telling
science.
you got to do the canal.
for science.
No, it's for science.
But-
But you can do the canal.
Yeah, but that's easy.
But we
But
have
you
to.
go
We have,
fast.
but we have to compare apples to apples.
Yeah,
Right?
And we've done both, actually.
Fair.
yeah. But what was the slowest time?
I'm
And what was
pretty
the most
the canal
challenging?
would be faster than.
But what
taking
was the most
escarpment.
challenging?
Jeez, guy.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it
Canal is 145 kilometers.
Yes.
How long do you think that should take?
4 hours?
The fuck?
Do we spin classes all have to take to get that pace? I should be in spin right
Listen, I
now.
know there. I know
No,
there are people that look
145?
at that and be like, "Yeah, we can do that." But that's
Five
not
and a half
where
to
we're at.
6.
Yeah, riding time.
Yeah, 5.5 to 6 hours riding time. 145
6 hours riding time.
tops.
Yeah.
Tops.
Top solo group.
6 hours riding for
Solo
145.
group.
Let's do it as a group.
Well, we would be solo.
No, let's do it together.
Like we would be.
So if we're doing it as a group, then we're all gonna be, trying to aim for that.
Yeah, 6 hours.
Yeah, like we'll do it
Tops.
together.
And if you don't, you just go faster.
6 hours. So
If we're cutting it
I
closer,
think we
just
need
go
to.
faster.
I think we need to break the ice and do a run.
yeah, exactly. Well, 6 hours is
Okay.
going to be a 25 per, right? 25-ish per hour,
Woo.
including the uphill.
Woo.
Yeah.
Savage.
Let's be real, guys. Like we can get to Hamilton in like 3 hours, 4 hours.
Because it's flat. But yes.
I mean, I've done that.
Flat with a headwind.
I've done
Maybe
that.
not.
Like we can get to Hamilton.
Here to
in, like-
Hamilton isn't the issue. It's the
Yeah, that's what I'm
Escarpment.
saying.
it's the mental brain fuck of North Service Road,
Well, fuck that.
and then uphill.
Bring a speaker. I'll bring my speaker. And
Nah,
we'll
man,
just like
we
blast
Go
music.
through the resis. We just
Yeah.
go through the resis to avoid North
Yeah.
Service Road.
Yeah.
But
And I'll still bring the speaker and just fuck around.
well,
You know what I mean?
I was gonna say like we take a road that's local to all of us. I was gonna say Bayview or Party Road. We do like a baseline run, and then we try it at the end of the year.
Or try it a few times throughout the year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because
To post the
Niagara
results.
is like an endeavor. Like if you want to do a speed run, that's
Well,
like
you got to keep in mind too. though,
logistics.
like 2020,
Yeah.
we did it.
Yeah.
I did it because we did Niagara 3 times.
Yes.
So I was able to gauge my progress.
Yes.
First time, I wasn't able to make it up the escarpment.
I remember that.
Second time, I walked halfway up.
Where the fuck? Oh no.
No, because that second time was with me and Mike and his
Yeah,
friends,
I wasn't there either.
right? So no, you went to Burlington with us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I turned around.
So
at Burlington.
It's 'cause you're
I got halfway up the escarpment,
got the same
Yeah.
case.
and then the third time where we all went,
Yeah.
I went all the way up the
Yes.
escarpment on
Yeah.
a single
Dash.
speed. So I was able to gauge that.
Yeah.
So much respect for you on that ride.
That's why I want to do the escarpment.
With a fully carbon bike, after
Yes.
having lifted,
Yes.
I mean, there is going to be improvement.
you're gonna see
Right.
huge
That's
improvement.
fresh.
Yeah,
For
but
sure.
I want to see how like
See how much it is.
Do you remember how much you weighed back then?
no,
That would be in my opinion,
it would be
the total
determining
system
factor.
weight is going to be the determining factor.
Yeah.
But you're going to be much stronger.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, you're going to kill that shit.
That's a good. This is a good point actually, because a lot of the times when it's more about how I feel,
Yes.
right? And so, because I think that same year I did the Niagara Run
4 times. I know you.
4 times.
Yeah.
The Niagara Run,
Yeah.
and each time felt. And it
Faster.
didn't necessarily mean that it was like a quicker run or anything like that, but like the ride felt better. So at the end, like the last time that I did Niagara, I didn't feel that rough.
For sure.
Yeah.
The first time I did it felt like death.
Did
Yeah.
you take
So
the
there's,
escarpment
like-
both times?
One of the times was the canal.
Yeah, like I avoid the escarpment. Like
But one time that I have to do again is one of the times that I've gone. I did Devil's Punch Bowl.
Dude, let's go there. I've never been there.
So that's where you break out from the beach. Yeah.
yeah,
And so that means you're climbing the escarpment like in the middle of the ride. And so it was a little bit
it's just earlier.
Easier.
It's just earlier in the ride.
Let's
you
go
hit it
there.
easier. Yeah.
I've
It's a
never done
long
this.
Is that where the
climb, but it's
whirlpool
earlier.
is?
Yes.
Can we swim-
not
can we swim
the
in
whirlpool is in Niagara.
No, it's Devil's Punch Bowl.
The Devil's Punch Bowl
Is
is
it
the
half-
empty looking.
Oh, there's no gorge? There's no, like, water?
There's a little bit of water.
This guy wants to jump into water.
I
every
want to
time
jump
he-
into water.
Yeah, there's like a little bit of water.
Guys, like,
Yeah.
we never do it. Like, what the fuck, man?
Thanks for mid ride.
Like, you don't want to cool off, bro?
Yo, where did this guy go? All you see is his shoes.
Don't you guys want
Oh
to go
my
and, like, just
God.
swim? Like, you know, float?
Well, I guess depending on the time of year, Burlington Beach would be pretty clean.
It's never clean.
Yeah, sometimes a year it is.
Yeah, that's the
You're
off
talking about
chance.
you're talking about the Burlington that goes out, and we're looking at Hamilton. That beach.
Yeah, the Burlington Beach, not Hamilton Beach, because apparently the water cleanliness is very different between Hamilton Beach and Burlington Beach.
100% it is. 100%.
100% industrial. It is.
Yeah.
The Burlington Beach is where there's still like houses.
I don't want to come out with a third ball. That's what I'm saying.
More the merrier.
You know what I'm
Anyways,
saying? Like, I'm gonna come out of there with a foreskin again. Like,
Jesus.
like, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
I'm too old for that.
Dead, man.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So let's go somewhere clean.
Let's not go into water every time we see it.
Why? We never have.
I think this
We
whole place
never
is
have.
a swamp, man. This whole
Not
place
if you
is
go
a-
up north. How many times have we gone to Simcoe and never gone in the water?
Oh
once.
god.
We've never gone in the water.
We were at the water. We were...
No, we've never gone.
Yeah, we didn't
in
go
the
in
water.
the water. We went to the water.
Yeah,
We didn't go in.
Sorry, bro. Next
He's
time.
right.
I know.
We didn't
See?
go in.
we never go in the water.
So we should like pack a towel.
No, dude, it's
Fucking-
summer.
I'll fucking drench this guy next time we go to Simcoe.
It's summertime. You're gonna dry off in like a minute. Like,
going up and down Warden. You know what I'm saying?
you know, like you just dry off.
Oh man, imagine being soaked going on the way back.
Damn.
Like when we went to Guelph, I was expecting for us to swim a little bit. Y'all bitched out,
Yeah, we
I
had
part
enough.
of that, right?
We had enough problems after all of that.
but it could have been fun.
That's too funny.
It could have been. I
But we
brought
had-
my
we had enough to
drone.
worry
I
about.
brought my camera. I brought a towel.
Because where he wanted to dip is right before all of the shit.
Yeah.
Every bit of shit was after that.
Listen, I don't know what he.
All
I don't
of
know
the
if he
shit.
knows. All of his rides are bike packing rides.
Okay.
All of them.
So I have to get
He wants
panniers.
to bring panties. He wants to bring a towel. He
Yeah.
wants to bring a speaker.
So I gotta add
No,
panniers.
bro, put a speaker in the pocket.
I gotta add panniers.
What kind of pocket are you?
Jersey pocket.
Jeez.
What
Yeah.
are you putting in there?
That's it. I'm adding panniers.
Wow.
What are you
Just in
putting in
case.
your jersey
I'm
pocket?
getting a pizza rack for my gravel bike.
Exactly. Yeah.
I cannot wait
Yeah, man.
to roll up to a ride
Yep.
with a
With a
full
box
on,
of pizza.
if not just the fucking pizza rack, and then end up with a pizza somewhere along the ride and just
Yep.
be like rolling, bro.
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna add a rack to the winter beater.
Oh, please
Okay.
do.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a rack on there.
That thing would look
Okay.
so gorgeous with a pizza rack on it. Anyway,
And then,
let's be honest.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and
wow.
then if the winter beater actually makes it through the winter,
You
which it
understand
looks
we're
like
gonna
it will.
call you for everything, then.
Yeah, let's have that rack. Yeah, I got the rack, man. I'll bring it. What do you need?
Dang,
Mini fridge? Yeah, I got you. Let's
trust
go.
me.
So is that the bike that we're gonna take to PEC?
Not in that, not in that setup.
That thing's fucking heavy, man. Yo, you
We've been
drag
talking
that
about
thing across
ride
the
for
province.
A year, man.
I know,
Seriously.
man. I want to do it. We have to do it.
You know what? Someone figure out the logistics on how to get back, and we'll do it. I know we talked about the ride
Bike
to
to
the...
fucking Oshawa. The Oshawa Go.
Okay,
Oshawa Go, and yeah, it's within reach from Oshawa Go.
It's 80 kilometers.
totally doable.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's
Totally
4 hours.
from Oshawa Go.
That's
To
right.
Oshawa Go from PC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, and we can even just like take it easy and like make it a 6 hour.
So that ride, first of all, yeah, it's 192K.
so up until Kingston, you're still kind of dealing with this, and you're on the highway. You're on Highway 2
Yeah.
for a lot of it, and so it's like, it's not a easy as you think ride until you get to like Kingston, and then from Kingston to like Cornwall was just flat.
And because there's nothing in between or far in between, like,
Yeah, there's not really a place to stop and do stuff.
damn.
So like if we're going to a spot in PEC, then yeah, you'd want to do like one
Campgrounds of
shot.
America.
So there isn't like an en route,
No.
I mean, there is.
like along the highway.
Right? It'd be pretty tricky to get to. There is. Pretty sure there's one in
That
Belleville,
would be
but
the best.
we're going up to the en route with bikes.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking end up at a corner store, like a convenience store, like you see in Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the light
What
flickering.
are you boys doing up here?
Yeah. The light is flickering and he's behind a screen
You remember that group ride to that mall?
Oh my god.
to the back of the mall.
Oh my god. That was...
We did a group ride to the
Ah.
back of a mall in Oshawa.
Yo, that
Wow.
was the sketchiest fucking thing ever.
And then the dude walked in the corner store back there.
Yo.
Yeah, want a popsicle?
Shout out to the Schwab, man. Shout
Yeah,
out
I've
to
never
Schwab.
felt more
That whole ride
uncomfortable
was
ever.
something, man. Because wasn't that the same ride coming back from fucking Taunton?
Man, listen,
Yeah.
I'm from the city, okay?
Yeah. It was definitely taunting.
That was some shady
Yeah,
shit, man.
I was
Wow.
I
That's
felt like
crazy.
death when we got to the grocery store on Steeles.
Oh my god.
We came back across when we were done with all that Taunton mess.
entire ride.
That
was
whole thing
fun
was just a
ride.
mess.
That was a fun ride.
Oh my god, that's too much.
At the back of the mall. Because that was actually the first time I saw you guys eating fast food in the middle of a ride, and I was like, what,
Oh, that was these guys, yeah.
Yeah, well,
what the hell?
you know,
Because
such is life.
that morning I made us pancakes and eggs.
Yeah.
With some
Right.
bacon.
Yep.
Yeah. I want to
Was
do that
that-
again.
Was that? Oh, that was the 215K
For you.
ride that I fucking busted my car. My Garmin died.
Yeah, Garmin died.
That's why I forgot about that ride. It didn't happen.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, because that was my. I think I had 180 something that day, or almost 190 that day.
Dang. So are
Sheesh.
you gonna bust your double sand cherry or what?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, yeah, if he's doing all this lifting, I
You know
think
what I'm
so.
saying? I think.
I hope so.
Yeah. Honestly, that's gonna
Like,
be
I don't.
life changing,
The
man.
thing is, like, I don't want to plan it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to plan it.
I want to do it like just by doing it. You know what I mean?
Takes the pressure off.
So that's what happened. Actually, that's how we did that.
Yeah.
We didn't. That wasn't supposed to be 200.
Like, I don't want to plan a
turned
ride
out
of
to
200
be-
because then I'm just thinking about it.
Well, I mean, that's the point. If you,
I don't want to think
anticipate
about it.
Okay, so if we kidnap you and end up going 200K, you'd rather that?
Yeah.
Sold, bro.
Like, legit. I'm like, I'll just ride.
Why do you guys look all hyped up? Oh, don't worry about it.
Like, I'll just ride. Because, like, I don't want to, like, you know what I mean? Because then I'll just be thinking, oh my god, how many do we have left? Like, how far are we?
Yeah, you don't
But
want
you're
to think
gonna
about
ask,
that.
like, at one point, yo, where the fuck are we going? Why are we?
Well, yeah, I'll ask that, but it's not going to be
Why
in
am I
my head.
passing the
But,
CN
like,
Tower 3 times?
you know what I mean? I'm not going to be thinking, like, yo, we're at 150, you know,
That's
there's
too
50
funny.
kilometers left. And, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you want it to be more spontaneous. I can
Yeah.
understand
I just
that.
want to do it. I just want to ride. Because all the longest rides I've done, so like when I was younger, like before, I just ride.
Yeah.
I didn't know where the fuck I was going. I ended up in Ajax. I ended up in Vaughn. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing in Vaughn?
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I
those
mean?
are always the most fun, actually, when you're just kind of riding and then see
Yeah.
what happens.
Yeah.
Hey man,
I do like destinations.
Sure.
Destinations are fun.
I like destinations more than I like numbers.
Sure.
So when I say things like I'm going to go to Innisfil, and then okay, you go to Innisfil, right? I like that.
So,
Sure.
one of the concepts that I had, like, whenever I'd ride when I was younger, was I'd pick a direction.
I do that now.
Like,
Yeah.
do I want to go north, east, or west?
Yep.
There's nothing south, right? It's like north, east, or west, and then I just go,
Yeah.
and then I come turn around when I'm tired.
That's it. Just take your time on the way back. I do that now.
Like I rode 100 kilometers by accident because I rode out 50K and then I rode
Yeah.
back.
I think that would apply a lot to, let's say, more youthful, energetic riders who don't know their strength, but know their strength enough to
Trust themselves.
trust themselves.
Yeah.
You can do that now. What's
Well,
stop?
let's,
Like, you know what I mean?
let's
Like,
say
what is
novice
stopping
riders
you?
might want to be more cautious when doing that because they don't want to bonk.
I was a novice rider, dude. I rode without a bottle of water.
This is an interesting question, right?
Yeah,
It's interesting because as a novice,
Yeah,
how exactly do you find that limit?
Exactly. You don't.
yeah, but you don't go out looking for it as a novice. I
Why
think
not?
because you don't want to see what's on the other side of that limit.
But it's best to see what's on the other side of that limit.
I think
Because then you're like, okay, if that's my limit, I want to keep going. Like,
don't think
how
a
do
lot
I
of
push
people
past
wanna-
that?
I don't think a lot of people want to find that limit.
Fair.
Well, we're talking about it as if it's like we want novices to come and do these rides with us. Where I'm coming,
no.
where I'm coming from a point of just like, if you like cycling, right? I put it akin to lifting. I like
Sure.
lifting. I like cycling.
Sure.
When I was younger, and I'm not a professional, I'd ride a fucking like hybrid bike or a mountain bike,
Yes.
and be like, how far can I go on this thing?
Right.
And I just go, and I do it, and I come back. Cool. Next time I'm gonna go this direction. See how far I can go.
Yeah, and I think
Same
that's
thing
the
with
freedom
lifting.
of what being
It's
on a
like-
bike affords you. But I
Yeah.
don't think a lot of people specifically look out for that. I think that's what makes us unique.
There's
But
a
if they,
yeah.
I'm saying like if novices like like just biking in general,
Yeah.
that's the mindset that they'd typically have.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like for me, lifting, I wanted to see how heavy I could lift.
Sure.
How heavy can I lift?
Right.
Oh fuck, that's hard.
Right.
I almost fucking died. Or I almost injured myself. Okay, cool. I feel very, very tired from doing that. I wonder how I can do next month or next week.
Yeah, you want to be able to.
but we
crush
are a
that.
different
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are a different breed
I guess.
because I think like this happened to me very recently when talking about the spin class and explaining it to others,
Non-cyclists.
non-cyclists.
Okay.
And it's like, oh, that was the hardest thing I've done in a long time. And it's just weird. It's like everybody else is just in it, and like I had no idea the room that I was in. It just felt so odd and so kind of disorienting.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm going back in a few days, and people are like, why would you
Damn.
go back? Like people are actually very confused
Wow.
about the idea of me thinking of going back to this
Keep
thing
going.
that I just said was like impossible, so hard, can't feel, whatever, super tired, sweaty, all that stuff. And I'm listing all these reasons why, for most people, it'd be enough for them to, oh, I'm never going back to that. That was terrible. But instead, I'm like, can't win. I'm going back. I'm going to figure this shit out.
Now, do you
Yeah.
think that's a cyclist mentality, or is that your own personal mentality?
I think it is a personality type
Sure.
that
Okay.
tends
I
to
think it's an
be in
athletic type.
athletes. Yeah.
Sure.
And, a lot of people will say, oh, I'm not an athlete. But honestly, if you have a body and you can move, you're an athlete.
Could be.
No, like, I just see that as a realistic thing. Like, if you have a body, you can move, you're an athlete. Doesn't matter if you're 400 pounds.
Mhm.
I've seen heavy people move shit.
I don't think we're debating that. I think
It's the mentality of being
Sure.
of wanting to challenge yourself.
Sure. Yes.
Yes.
and pushing your personal boundary,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? So I think that sort of mentality lies with people who, I don't know, maybe hate themselves a little bit. Because I hate myself a little bit when
What's the term?
when I can't do that.
What's the term for that? Not. Is it masochist?
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah, it's
masochism.
a
Yeah,
form of masochism, yeah.
yeah, a little bit.
Self-abuse.
Yeah.
And then, like,
A
in
little
a...
bit.
A little bit.
And then when we
liking
get
it.
together like this and talk about it, this is
Yeah,
some form of
and
trauma
laugh
bonding.
about it. You know?
We're definitely trauma bonding because we've all gone through some weird shit. We're like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, this is why we're this close, because we've all gone through some weird shit together.
Exactly,
And,
and that's the fun part.
And we've all done things. We all have stories, I'm sure, of telling people what we do and get asked, "How'd you do that? Like, what's wrong with you?"
And then when I would tell
suffering-
them,
the suffering
literally,
part,
I would
right?
make pancakes, mini pancakes, and bring them on a bike ride.
Yeah, like why would you do that?
You know what I mean?
Dang.
And because mini pancakes taste great.
Many people have asked, like, so when I tell them about some of the long rides, like, you have a car, right? like they're shocked that I would make the choice to pedal on
Right,
two
yeah.
wheels
Yeah.
instead of just you have a car. So what's
Why
the
don't you
issue?
just get a license? Because I don't drive, right? Like, why don't you just get a license, bro? I was like, because this is fun.
Right? No, I
This is
actually
really
like
fun.
doing this. Right?
Do that.
I actually like doing this.
Yeah.
Or the idea of the idea of doing that long ride, and then on Saturday would be like a century. So then Sunday has to be the recovery ride. So you went back out? Why would you do that?
Right?
It's a different mindset.
It's a different mindset.
There's a because I think generally speaking, or maybe this could be just my general surroundings. There's not a lot of people around me that are actually this type of athletic minded. Right? To
Yeah.
like push limits and to kind of just do things because you want to achieve it.
Yeah. Or
Like
to
phys-
see if you can do it.
Right? I think that's a very different.
And not just to see. So here's the thing. Here's where I don't know if I'm not, like, I'm probably not the only one. But the way I see it is I want to know if I can do something. And if right there and then I can't do it, I'm content with not being able to do it because I would try it again.
You're allowing yourself to fail.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're
Like,
gonna
I'm
work
forgiving
to get it.
myself to be like, okay, you know what? You couldn't do it that time. Maybe next time.
That's a pretty important part of it.
Sure.
Right?
Absolutely.
And I think that not a lot of people can handle that.
Can
They
deal
think
with
that if they fail at something,
You should do it again.
not just that, but the people, like, a lot of the mindsets that people have is if they fail at something, it means that they're not good at it and they're not going to try it again because they're bad at it. Instead of, I've never done that before, I failed at it this time, I might try it again next time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like being shitty at drawing. And then
I
you're
can't
like,
draw for shit. I'm not gonna try.
yeah, but no, but you know what I mean? But like, but
Surprisingly
you
okay
like,
at it.
but you like to draw, and you want to know if you can draw
I
something.
see what you're saying.
And then someone's like, "Oh, your painting sucks. Your drawing sucks," but you keep on drawing.
Well, yeah, because you're taking that kind of opinion from someone else isn't enough for you to quit on yourself.
Yeah,
So there's almost like a competitive spirit of pushing yourself.
it's literally the way I see it is like it's me versus me. I'm not
Yep.
competing with anybody. Even though in competition you want to compete with other people,
Right.
I want to see if I'm stronger than myself.
Yeah.
But not like myself physically. I want to know if I'm stronger than myself mentally.
Whew.
You know what I mean? And that's the hard part for a lot of people.
Yeah. I can't measure that. So I like to use science and numbers to try and
Well, that's the
Yeah,
thing.
you
You
can't put
can't
numbers
show
to that,
my,
yeah.
you know,
you
show
can't
my
measure it,
That's
but
gonna
it's
be
like
tough, yeah.
it measures your tenacity. To,
Oh, yeah,
like to
for sure.
fucking do something. You know, it's like
Yeah.
I can't lift 500 pounds, but fuck it, I'm gonna lift 500 pounds.
Yeah, I'll figure
You know
it
what
out.
I mean? It's like,
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
yeah,
I'll figure it out.
and that's what sets people apart in terms of doing these
Yep.
long challenges, long rides. Is like,
Sure.
oh, I can't ride 100 kilometers, and when I say, yeah, you can.
Well, we're not the type of group to try and let people do things on their own.
No.
But we do encourage, individual efforts and whatnot. But
I mean,
Yeah.
I would. I'd be like, no, do it.
Yeah.
Like, do it.
do it.
I like to soften the message a bit with like a personal story of having been in that exact position not
Yeah.
too long ago, where the idea of riding a
riding.
bike for 100 kilometers just sounded ridiculous and stupid.
Yeah.
That's not that long ago, apparently, for a lot of us.
Not that long ago, right? And now
The
that
first time officially was Ride to Conquer Cancer. Me riding to what's that university in Hamilton?
McMaster.
I rode to McMaster. It was a group ride because there was like 1,000+ people,
Jeez.
but I was by myself
Yeah.
trying to look for these people because they're way too fast.
Damn.
Yeah.
On a hybrid bike,
Yep.
carrying a camera and like multiple GoPros and shit,
That's crazy.
like an idiot.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? So for me, it was like I didn't even think about that distance, to be honest with you. Because
Yeah.
it was like, dude, I've never seen these roads before in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But you're like, nah, let's do it anyway.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, there's farms and shit.
That's a,
Yeah.
That's a gung ho attitude that
So-
I personally couldn't adopt. I would need to know like any information, all information I could get, just to get my mind around what I'm doing.
Ah,
Mm-hmm. See, I've done a bunch of those blind rides too, where like,
Yeesh.
fun.
you
Don't get me wrong.
for me it's with the destination picked,
of course.
and then my
Yeah.
best case scenarios that I've seen a Google map of the roads that I should take. But other than that, I know where I'm headed, and I know what direction I'm going. I know where I should end up. I might consult the map maybe 3-4 times, but other than that, I know I'm going that way. And so when you see like massive hills in the way, and you're really rethinking like, why am I doing this?
So perfect segue then. Have you guys heard of an Audax?
Oh, what?
An Audax?
No.
No, it's not ringing.
So imagine if you know the term Gran Fondo,
Okay.
Yeah.
right? Strava.
Yep.
So there's like Sportive, which is essentially supported Gran Fondo.
Self-supported.
No,
Grand Fondo was
supported.
1,000,
supported.
right?
No, 100.
100, yeah.
100, 160, depending on where you are, right?
Oh, yeah.
So
We'll say
a
100.
A Sportive will be a supported 100-kilometer ride, 160-kilometer ride.
Okay.
An Audax is typically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600 kilometers, unsupported. Sometimes it's timed.
Damn.
Back in the day, you would, you'd carry a book with your piece of paper,
Yeah.
and you'd go to a spot, you get the check mark, or you get a sign, proof
yeah.
that you were there.
Oh shit.
Nowadays, you're scanning a barcode, you're taking a picture, you're taking a selfie,
Oh shit.
and then you do this ridiculous route around, I don't know, 200-300 kilometers. But it's supported and unsupported. Supported in the sense that if you're doing like, something crazy over 300 kilometers, they might provide lodging for the riders, or they might provide, but they're
Okay.
giving you where you need to go. You have to decide how to get there,
That's sick.
and it's a race.
I like that.
That was
I
the
like
Montreal
that.
ride.
I would take the train.
Right? That was
that was
I would
basically
take
the
a
Montreal
train.
ride.
Don't get me wrong. I'm sure you might get like flagged or some shit, but
Like, look, I took a picture. I got the barcode. I'm
know.
sweating.
Yep.
I got my bike.
I'm there.
I'll
But
slash
just
my own
say-
tire.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's my excuse. But I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
we've been doing, century rides, talking about doing double times.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking there's got to
can
be
do
a way
that.
that we can pull off Niagara and back at some point in the next near future. Maybe not this year, but like Hamilton, Niagara to Hamilton's 200, so back is another.
What are you talking about? Niagara to Hamilton.
Sorry,
Yeah, from here to Niagara and then back to Hamilton is a
So-
complete 200.
This exact spot, like my house,
yes,
to Niagara is 163.
yeah,
Yeah. Then back to Hamilton would be just over 200.
yes, and then like working
Where
our
there's
way
a GO
towards-
station.
Exactly. where you're kind of working towards doing the full 320-ish.
See, so here's where I was gonna like go off with the 200 is if we go to Niagara
Yeah.
up the escarpment and go the full way around down the canal because I like going down the canal more because it's fun, and then just ride back to Hamilton.
That's what he's saying, yeah.
That is the way. I don't know if we did exactly that.
It wouldn't
but
be that, but like it
It would be
similar
equivalent
to
to the 200, but
Yeah.
to break 300 would be essentially coming back downtown.
Yeah,
301 trip.
In
I
one trip.
mean it's not impossible. I'm just
300 is a 4 a.m. leave. And, 4 a.m. leave and like an 11 p.m. return, realistically.
9 p.m.
Yeah. I think
You
our
know?
pace will. I think our
You know
pace
what I'm
will
saying?
slow down a bit.
You know, depending on how ready you are for
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Exactly.
that.
You have to know when to take the cocaine, though,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
You can't take it too
So
early.
I would bring mushrooms.
You got to take it late
I
for the second one.
I would eat mushrooms
Listen,
in
this
the
coming
beginning
from-
of the ride, and then like when we get to Niagara, eat more mushrooms.
Yeah, you have to re up.
Yeah, dude, it's so far. But this coming from the guy that says he doesn't want to know what's happening. So we could be like, oh, by the way, it's a Niagara ride. Damn, we're going into Toronto.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're leaving at 4 a.m. Oh,
Okay. Can I have mushrooms? Like, can I eat some
Can I
mushrooms?
bring shrooms? Yes. Bring
sure. Bring all the shrooms
all
you
the
need.
shrooms you need. man.
Oh, let me tell you though,
That definitely might not be
mushrooms.
It won't be a speed ride for sure.
No.
Mushrooms on a bike ride is something else because time goes by differently when you're on mushrooms.
Well, I'm sure it does operating in a train gang as well, but yeah.
Yeah,
Can't compare.
it's weird. It's weird.
I'm sure things are blurring beside you anyway, regardless.
Everything's just like hyper focused, but like time just slows down. Like it feels like you're going for 4 hours, and then it's only been like an hour, and it's not
Can't
a fun
wait for
time.
that.
That is not
That's
a
a
fun
Niagara
time.
ride in 2 hours, bro.
Yeah, that would help.
Yo, I'm telling you,
All of a sudden it's dark again. What the hell?
Didn't we just leave?
I swear we were here an hour
Pretty
ago.
sure we were just.
Trust me.
So aside from getting supersonic, psychedelic on rides, are you guys planning on doing anything specific this year? Any like
Hold that
lofty
thought.
goals? But you already did Montreal. Like New York can be the next evolution of that.
New York is a next.
New York
evolution
is
of
my
that.
next, yeah. And I don't know if New York is going to be this year. I think New York.
So-
I think New York would be next year. So this year, I'd want something in between that, right? I'd
Okay,
want like a
so-
multi-day.
I'm
maybe a
going to
week-long trip.
Vancouver
Okay.
in June for my birthday weekend. Right now, mind you, I'm there like with friends who are not cyclists.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might go out on a bike ride, just for a day or two.
Sure.
I want to climb a mountain.
Nice.
Sure.
That's either Grouse, Cypress, or the other one
With the bike,
with a bike.
grouse is pretty hard without the bike.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
Because I was meant to do it last year, but then the
The
rain,
rain.
scared the shit
Yeah.
out of me because half the mountain was in a cloud,
Right.
and it looked
No,
like
you
a
don't wanna
boss
mess with
battle.
that.
It looked like I was heading into a boss battle, and
Yeah.
I was
Sure.
not prepared.
You're not ready for that
You know,
shit.
fuck with
Like
that
I
too
didn't have
much.
a jacket. I didn't have like my cleats weren't tight.
Yeah, I don't mess
I'm like,
with that.
okay, this is not my bike. The brakes are a little weird. I'm not used to it.
So for cyclists, is the Triple Crown insane?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
It's pretty insane out west.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're doing all 3 mountains in one day.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
That's-
maybe we wouldn't have to
Fam,
do it
that's
in one
4,000.
day.
That's almost 4,000 meters of elevation.
in elevation in one day.
Yeah.
So not ready for that, but I mean, if you were there for a week,
So that's the thing. I'm not opposed to going back to Vancouver
yeah.
Sure.
with some fellow cyclists
Kill some mountains.
Yo,
and kill some mountains.
you would
Now,
do gross first, wouldn't you?
that is
Man.
the beginning.
Grouse was hard.
That is the beginning
Running.
of the Triple Crown, though. No?
But like, if you
Like running and walking, grouse is hard. So I could okay, me today, I can't wrap my head around going up there on bike. However, I'm 3 spin classes.
He's standing more.
Wow.
You know, he's confident, dude.
Wow.
He's got this shit.
but
See,
knowing Paul, he would do it on a steel bike.
yeah, for
Fucking
sure.
right, man.
Well, no, he wouldn't because there's no way in hell he's gonna pay that much to ship a steel bike to
That's true,
fucking
that is-
Vancouver.
That is very inconvenient.
That is heavy,
So
bro.
for sure,
That's
it's gonna
very
be some kind of
inconvenient.
aluminum.
It's gonna be aluminum,
Aluminum.
hybrid.
I go
Car-
aluminum.
Some carbon.
Yo, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
the place that I rented the bike from, they're
Oh.
great. All you need to do is bring your own Allen key so you can tighten up your own cleats.
Dude, you do not need to sell me on the idea. I already want to go.
Yeah, man.
It is so cheap. I think
Yeah.
I found one way was like 132. The other way was like another 130
Dude,
bucks.
my round trip is 168.
Are you sure about that? So one flight is $80.
Was a legit airline.
Flair.
Flair.
Oh, so
Anyways,
not
I
really.
hate Flair, but still.
But like, don't get me wrong, I only bring in a backpack.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
I mean, so checking a bag is not going to add that much more to the cost.
$60 if
right.
you want.
No, I want to bring my bike.
$100.
Another 100. I mean,
You don't need
that's
to bring your
still
bike, bro.
pretty-
Just rent one.
That's still a cheap trip.
Dude.
I remember renting the bike. I would
No,
love to
no.
do that, but you know what I'm
Dude,
saying? Yes.
That's still a cheap trip.
Remember how much I paid for my rental for 5 days?
Oh, that was sick.
$140.
Yeah, that's gangster.
So for similar
a
money, you
road
can bring
bike.
your bike,
Yeah, no lie.
or
yes.
just have it. Because
Don't
if
get
you
me
bring your
wrong.
bike, you're going to be taking
Putting
it
it
apart.
apart,
Yes, for sure.
putting it back together,
Right?
worrying about if they're taking care of your bike on the fucking flight, or
Hey, don't get me wrong.
Or
I have a lot
if
of
they're
reasons not to
losing
bring
it.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, that
I would
worry
love
will
for them
get you.
to lose my bike.
That
So,
would,
you know what I mean?
what? What?
So I
Yo,
can get a new one.
Getting
But
paid?
just saying. No,
I'm
I would
just saying.
probably rent because I did the same thing in Canmore.
just bring shoes, bro.
Yeah, wow.
But you know what I mean? Like, I would not be opposed to going back to Vancouver with some cycling homies and tackling a mountain or two.
You can
All of
discuss
them.
this, man. It'd be a pretty cool nomad
Ride
trip.
on the Sea to Sky.
Imagine
that would be the
the...
second one.
Bro, we drove the Sea to Sky.
Yeah, it's nice.
Beautiful.
It's
Yeah,
nice,
no.
yeah.
Biking
Up to
Sea to
Squamish?
Sky.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I want
nice.
to. I want to ride that.
Dude, I can't wait to the second.
That'd be a pretty cool Nomads promo.
Telling you, man. How many cameras would you bring?
Just that.
all of
Just my 360.
Just a 360.
Just 360, and maybe my DSLR, but
Dang,
just for cool photos. You know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
That'd be a pretty cool trip.
Anyways, where are you riding this year? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, yo.
So we can join you.
Hopefully.
Crash.
Hopefully. Or if you guys want to ride with us to Vancouver,
Oh my god, that would be insane.
we can rent a house.
So I had this crazy idea
Mhm.
of taking the trip over with Jay for that week, and then just telling everyone to fuck off and riding back home.
You?
Yeah.
Riding back home.
You have the whole
You're gonna
summer...
take. You're gonna take 3 months.
You have the whole summer off, or like... I can see you till September,
So
man.
first of all, tax season ends in like May.
Yeah, so you have like shit to do from
So-
June till September.
June till February, bro.
Damn, boy.
In theory, obviously, in
I
general
mean, by all,
practice,
yeah, I'd support it.
that would be nuts, man.
I'd give you $50.
First of all, I would love to get supported.
Yeah, I
I'd
mean,
give you $50.
I gotta figure some way out, man. Patreon. There's this like coffee business that's like, it's like Patreon, but it's for
Buy
coffee.
me a coffee or something.
Yeah, it's like buy me a coffee. That's
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane. Anyways,
Yes.
watch
I'm
this space.
I'm saying,
Watch this space.
come to Vancouver, ride with me. Fucking, you know what
I
I'm
would
saying?
love to, man. You already know.
Dude, just buy the
Vancouver's-
plane
Vancouver-
ticket.
It's not that simple, but yes.
at least your trip back. Well, it's not that. Yeah.
But in June, that'd be amazing.
So you leave if you leave Vancouver in June,
Yes.
you're gonna land in the eastern end of Alberta in July.
That's gonna be.
And you're gonna
pounding.
be in the prairies
Yeah, it's gonna be nasty. I know.
in the hottest part of the year.
I'd rather be there than the coldest part of the year.
No, you don't.
No,
Really?
you don't.
Damn.
Dude, there's no shade.
No, you don't.
That's crazy.
It is hot
It is
and windy.
Flat.
It's hot and windy.
Shout out to Job Big, but still,
Yeah, it is hot and windy. I've done that drive a few times. It is hot and windy. It is not a good time. I do not suggest it.
crazy.
I'm saying.
Anyways, we all gotta aspire to something, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying. buy a plane ticket first.
Yeah.
Paul, would you be down to go to Vancouver this year?
I'd be down to go to Vancouver, yeah. I definitely can't think of a cross-country ride this
No,
year,
not cross country.
Yeah, I'd be down to go.
Yo, let's go.
Yeah, and spend a few days and try riding up some mountains and shit.
Let's go back in August.
Damn! Already?
Why not?
August would be easier for me than June.
Wow.
I can go anytime.
Yeah. August would be easier.
You know, I'd be down to fly again in August.
All that writing, talking is triggering me.
Jeez.
All right, well, he's going to the bathroom. Yeah, August.
Yeah, yeah.
Spend a
August
few
would be good.
days.
Yeah. That'd be, and, so I've done a bit of riding around there.
Yeah.
Um,
And obviously, like, we'll all split the cost of B&B in the car.
yeah, that'd be a good trip. I did a ride from North Van up towards Squamish. I don't think I made it to Squamish on the same Sea to Sky.
Okay, I didn't ride to see the sky because I got over the Lionsgate Bridge because I couldn't turn around.
Right, you ended up across. Yeah.
So I had to go over the
It pointed
bridge.
you over there, yeah.
And I was like, cool, this is nice.
Yeah.
It's cold and wet. I'm
Yeah.
cold and wet.
Yeah. Because
And I
North
turned
Van,
around and crossed
Yeah.
the bridge again.
Jeez.
And it was slippery.
Oh. Oh, God, yes, it would be slippery.
And I was scared. I don't
It
know
would
where
be
I am.
slippery. Oh, my God.
Dude, as soon as I crossed, I think I made a wrong turn and ended up at the top of that park, Stanley Park.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ended up at the top. I'm like,
Yeah.
how do I go home?
Yep. And now you're stuck on the bridge because you
Yeah.
can't turn around.
You
there.
can't turn
Yeah.
around. So I'm at Stanley Park. I'm like Googling. I'm like,
Oh, God.
like, is there any other cyclists?
Yeah.
Because it's crazy.
That's such a long bridge.
It's such a long bridge, beautiful bridge,
Yeah.
but it's such a fucking long bridge.
Yeah, it's not nice if you don't expect to be there.
Like, you wouldn't expect it to be a long bridge, but it is.
Yeah. And
It's
North Van is not an
stupid
easy. North Van is not easy to bike around in.
No,
Yeah, it's very.
it's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's sketchy. But
Although even Stanley Park has got some pretty good hills.
dude, Stanley Park, at one point I hit 10%.
Yes.
At one point, my GPS stopped working
Yep.
because I was going 4 kilometers.
Exactly. It's like he's walking.
We know you're not cycling.
Dude, I literally stopped at the side to like
Yeah.
adjust and turn it off
Yeah.
so that it can register me as riding up the hill
Wow. That's
instead of
auto stop.
walking. Yeah, I turned off auto stop.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I'm still riding, dude. I'm struggling, but I'm riding. And I consider that
Yeah.
as my training to go up the
Yeah.
mountain.
Stanley Park creeps up on you. I remember because
I didn't realize it had that kind of elevation.
Yep.
Dude.
I found out on a city bike. 'Cause
I
I
did
rented
it
a
by
city
accident.
bike once, and and I went into Stanley Park, and I've been to Vancouver by this point. I've been to Vancouver a bunch, so I've been in Stanley Park, but you don't notice,
Yeah, you don't feel it.
right,
Yeah.
until you're on that bike. And so I was on one of them heavy ass city bikes.
I didn't notice, and I did it
So
by
hard.
accident because
Because you don't.
you know
plan
how
it.
there's a trail.
Yep.
I was like, oh, I don't want to take the trail. I want to take the road
Right.
because there's a bunch of people on the trail walking with
Don't
their
do that.
kids. I didn't know that trail just went around.
Exactly. It just goes
Bottom?
around the park.
Yeah, the bottom, right? So when I took the road, I thought it would do the same thing, but no, it just went all the way up.
Yeah.
And
Hold
I got
on,
up,
what?
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like you,
It's
so
a
there.
one way as well. It's also one
Yeah.
way.
So in Stanley
Oh,
Park,
okay.
the
Yeah.
trail that's in Stanley Park is different from the trail that's on the road that
Yeah.
goes over the bridge.
So what's the one that you're supposed to ride?
You're supposed to be you're allowed to ride on Stanley,
Yeah.
but like the ride that you want to go on is actually the what do they call it?
The seawall.
Seawall. That's it.
And you can ride that.
You can
Yeah,
ride
the
that.
sea
You
ride,
can ride
yeah.
on the road, but the thing with Stanley is you can do two things. You can find the trail, which looks like our Lakeshore Trail, the blue
Yeah.
line, the green
Yeah.
line, or you can ride the road.
Yep.
The thing is, if you ride the road, it takes you to the Lionsgate
Which
Bridge.
is way up here.
Yes.
Yep,
So
or
you-
higher.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been to the Lionsgate Bridge, but you can take that. Okay, yes.
There's an entrance from
Yes,
Stanley
yes,
Park
yes.
to
Yeah.
the thing.
So the decision to go road versus trail is pretty early.
Yeah,
Oh, dang.
So
yeah.
that's why you get tripped up and
So
you end up.
which is the cyclist choice?
Up the hill,
Really?
Yeah.
Not
Up the
around.
hill, not around.
Oh.
Because the view from the top of Stanley Park is
Yeah.
fucking great, and there's an ice cream joint up there.
Yes.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And also the ride back is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
So
some
would
cool
you say
views and
that
stuff.
the one around is more the tourist kind of
The
bike tour kind of
tourists,
thing?
yeah.
Yeah, like you have to do it once.
I see it. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Interesting.
Because it just takes you up the seawall. And, like, don't get me wrong, you can hike from the bottom all the way to the top.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you
Seawall
would do
is
it
fun.
Yeah. You would do it on a bike, though.
Do it on a bike.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, again, like I said, I did it by accident. I didn't know. It was the first time I had the bike.
Yeah.
And I rode. I'm like,
nice.
cool. I'm, like, finding this trail. I took some pictures. I'm like, hey, I want to, like, ride on the road because it's more comfortable for me and there's less people. And there's less cars, actually, which
Right.
was surprising. And it took me all the way up, and I was fucking dying.
Yep. That creeps up on you.
Yeah,
That's
quickly.
hilarious.
Very quickly.
Yep.
Wow.
And
Because
then
it's not a gradual slope. It's like, bop.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're committed when you get up there.
Yeah.
It's
And then you
Okay,
end up
yeah.
in after you cross that bridge, you end up in North Van, which is all
Yeah.
just
Is that the same North Van that people take the ferry to?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, but
Wow.
yeah, it's like the far because that ferry is the one that crosses over to Nanaimo and
Yes.
all that. Yeah,
Dang.
Yeah, I rode that bridge though.
yeah. So you end
the
up
line-
at the
Lions
foot
Gate
of like
Bridge?
Cypress Hill
Nice.
or Cypress
Yeah.
Mountain. Sorry,
Yeah.
Ooh.
that's you end up at the foot of that, and that's a pretty good ski place.
Yes. Yes. Interesting.
Yeah, man.
Well, yes, definitely tempting. Totally interested.
Do it.
Logistics
Do it.
permitting.
What's the logistics? What is this logistics?
You're like, just go.
No,
Screw
what
your
is-
responsibilities.
No, literally, what is this logistics that
What
we keep
responsibilities?
talking about, man?
What life, man? Just go.
Just go.
Book a plane ticket. We split the B&B in the car,
Bang.
and we're set.
Car?
Like,
Who needs a car?
Oh yeah.
well, yeah, to get from the airport to wherever the fuck we're saying,
That's too funny.
or Uber it. But
That's
you
too
know,
crazy.
it's like, yeah, man, just do it. Yeah, this is coming from a guy that's just single and like that has no responsibilities except work and bills.
That's too funny, man. Yeah, I know it's a challenge, but yeah, that's
Dude,
sound
just
amazing,
do it,
man.
bro.
Sound amazing.
And we can go clubbing and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, dude, I couldn't even do that, man, because I would be like I would be so focused on making sure that I was primed for the ride in the morning or what I was doing next day. I couldn't do that. I couldn't live the degenerate life because I'm a cyclist now.
I'm a cyclist. I do that.
Well, I'm more of a cyclist than a degenerate. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying it's not.
And especially if I'm flying over to Vancouver, bro, I'm not wasting a minute. I swear to God.
No, you're not wasting a minute.
You know what I'm saying, man.
You're enjoying every bit of it. I rode through the city.
That's insane.
Riding through the city is fucking great too. Because
Dude,
it's so cool. There's a lot of hills, and it's like,
I think
and
I was
it's so safe and protected.
I was which one? The
City.
riding lanes, right?
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
city.
I remember that. I remember that.
It's fucking great.
I remember seeing a lot of that. But yeah, man, that'd be sick.
All I'm
Crazy.
saying, guys, come to Vancouver.
Join us. Post a
Let's
date.
go for a ride. Let's have some fun. You know what I mean? You don't need to bring your bike if you don't want to.
It's so crazy.
And
that'd be amazing, man.
what's it looking like? Tap the screen, Paul. Is it just black?
No, it's on.
Okay, good. Yeah, like you just go, man.
Amazing.
We just gotta go.
Would be an amazing time for sure.
100%.
For sure.
There is one thing that I want to ask Paul.
Okay.
This is going back to when you're just started with the Hamilton Board of
Yeah.
Directors, right?
Yeah.
So previously, we asked ourselves, what does it like? What is the Nomads, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the questions that you were asked, Paul,
Mm-hmm.
is if the Nomads were inclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you and I came to the same conclusion that it is not inclusive.
No inclusive here.
No.
We
but
have reached
came
our
to
racial quota.
Dead, bro. I'm so dead right now. Where can I hide? Can I
We're
jump,
so inclusive. There's no white people here.
can I jump behind the couch?
No.
Will I fit back there?
But we both came to the same conclusion that we don't really like that question. And the only real answer for us is, people are wondering, are we inclusive? Our answer is, do you have a bike?
Yeah.
Do you like to ride bikes?
Yeah. Which I think that's a pretty firm line that we could draw. That
Firm line.
If you like bikes, if you like riding bikes, that's pretty much all that we're
That's
doing
all.
here.
That's all we want from you
And so
I think historically we have drawn a line at some e-bikes for long rides.
for long rides. No e-bikes.
yeah. Yeah.
And it's I see all these fucking like groups and clubs about inclusive only this that and for this group of people only, and it's like, well, then are you really inclusive?
I think what it does,
It creates a divide. I
it
personally
begins
believe.
to create a divide because when you it takes kind of energy and attention away from kind of the core point of what we're doing here.
Which is riding bikes.
Riding bikes, getting to know each other, and that's pretty much
Making
it.
friends. Because the minute that you put a limit onto something, you take away the possibility of being friends with somebody. And you're taking away from yourself from being a part of a community that enjoys the same thing that you love to do.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a fair, as we were talking about it, I feel like that should be a fair answer. And I could pretty firmly say that if that answer isn't fair enough to say that like we're just here because we like riding bikes, we like talking about bikes, as you can see.
Yeah.
If that isn't enough of a fair answer, then
Come out on a ride.
Then you are bike racist.
Bikeist.
You're a bikeist.
You're a bikeist. Yeah. So hashtag no bikeist. So yeah, I just it was an interesting kind of interaction when I was asked that question, just because honestly, in terms of starting and like being a part of the Nomads up until this point, it didn't really occur to me that question would be asked, because we're very clearly in it for the bikes.
Very clearly. It's funny because it was actually one of the first things that I was asked when I first put up the Nomads.
Yeah.
Like 2 years ago. Hey, is it all inclusive? And I literally didn't know. I was like, what do you mean?
Like, yeah.
I was like,
You got a bike?
Yeah. I was like, what do you mean? Is it inclusive? Like,
Yeah.
do you want to ride a bike?
Yeah.
Do you want to come bike with us?
Now, I know
fine.
that the reason why that question is asked is because I guess there are clubs out there that might not necessarily be straight up saying that they're excluding people, but the makeup of the group might be a little bit too homogenous for some folks. So I think that there's people that are out there that are looking for an inclusive cycle club, and seeing like an all-white club, or seeing like the Melanin Cycling Club with all black guys, and seeing like the all-women club and stuff like that, and they're not sure where they would fit in amongst those. And so when they say that they want a club to be inclusive, they're kind of saying that they want a club that doesn't have any limitations on the membership.
Yeah.
I guess. And I think I've never really thought about that, to be honest, because, and I think that's probably the safest answer to give.
You know why we've never thought about that? You know why, Paul?
Because I'm not bikeist.
You're not a bikeist. You know why we've never thought about that?
Why?
Because we've been inclusive.
That's it.
Because we just love riding bikes with our friends.
And then we want to keep it that way.
That's how the club started.
I think we want to keep it that way. And
Yeah.
I think I like that interaction that we had was pretty quick, right? It was like, is it inclusive? I gave an answer similar to this. There wasn't really an argument
Asking
that
a
came
black
from
guy
that.
if it's inclusive.
Right? That was kind of funny to me, right? That, like, I mean, yeah, I hope. Otherwise, I'm going to find out real soon. There's a problem.
Paul, you're fired.
Right?
Wow.
You know what you did.
Paul, we thought you were... Man, you're fired.
Exactly.
You're not Filipino, bro?
Damn.
We know what you did.
Damn.
So, yeah, just, are we inclusive? I mean, possibly by accident, but like, just if you like bikes, if you ride bikes, we also prefer that you're friendly, because that seems to work for us too. But I'm trying to stray away from this becoming a little bit too political of a conversation.
Yes, for
I
sure.
really honestly think that we could safely keep this as a bike club. Open to the challenge if anybody has anything that they want to say about that, but I honestly think that that's a fair and real, honest answer. I don't think it should go any further than that.
Well, please let us know in the comments if what you're looking for is an attitude while you're riding on bikes.
Fair.
I don't think that there ever is a time when we're not sort of looking out for the people around us.
True.
But I do tend to think that we are ourselves when we're on our bikes, whether we're trying to act a certain way or not.
100%.
So when we're trying to do like a long effort, I'm not really focused on who's beside me
No.
or where they are in life, but that we're just rolling together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. And as far as I know, I mean, I've gotten a lot of comments about our rides, and all of them have been pretty positive.
Sure.
Like, I haven't really heard any complaints in that kind of direction of us not being inclusive enough, or of not us not really being caring enough,
Sure.
or of us not really actually looking out for people. People genuinely feel that we're
I
taking
mean,
care
you
of them.
people.
Burn. We're not exactly taking like
You
we're not
people.
taking like a political stand when we ride yet.
No, for
Not
sure.
yet. We're not big enough, powerful enough, rich enough.
You know what? Even if we do get big, I wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah, I know.
I would never, even if we do get big, I would never go out and be like, oh, we are very inclusive just to appease somebody.
Yeah, well, because
If that's already your mind state, don't come.
Well,
Like, realistically, if that is your mind state, don't come because
that's
it
not
brings...
what the ride is about anyway.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
not what it's the ride is about, and it brings sort of like a negative and weird vibe
yeah.
to the club
I think,
because now we got to look out for you.
well,
in that regard.
we are looking out for each
No,
other.
no, in
but
that
we're not-
regard.
We're not looking out for anyone's sensibilities, and I think that's what
Yes.
some people are saying. Like, if I identify myself as someone that's not feeling safe in a typical riding environment, I want to be able to find out ahead of time. Maybe
Oh,
that's
you'll
what they're
always feel
asking.
safe with us. Yeah, boys got you.
Yeah, we take care of things within what we could take care of,
Yeah.
because I think then part of that is maybe the responsibility of the individual to maybe understand their sensibilities, and if they're like super closed.
You never know. We haven't
that way.
haven't hit 100 people in our group ride yet. So
Well, exactly.
Exactly. But the thing is, too, in terms of like inclusivity, I think that when we're out there, we're all suffering together, right? Like, no matter who you are, straight, gay, black, Asian, white, doesn't really matter. You're struggling with us at the same time.
hashtag all bodies on bikes.
Exactly,
That's a
and
good
we
one.
feel the same exact suffering. Going back to
Yeah.
that topic earlier, was like, what am I thinking? What am I doing
Yeah.
out here? It's like, dude, we think that shit all the time. I think that shit all the time.
We're
What
all
am I
making
doing out
the
here?
exact same life mistake
You know what I mean?
consistently together.
And realistically, that's what brings people together is sharing a struggle.
Cheers
Yeah.
to that.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So, if ever that you guys wonder, is the Nomads inclusive? There's your answer. Like, if you have a bike, if you like riding your bikes, if you want to have a good time, come with us. If you want to suffer but don't want to suffer alone, come with us.
I like to suffer a little bit. Like a little
Yeah,
bit.
you know
suffer
what
a
I mean?
little bit of suffering.
You know what I mean?
We'll suffer together, and then we
We'll
can
suffer
all
together and we'll joke
Exactly.
about it and like
have a
fun.
conversation similar to this about the
fun.
suffering.
You know,
And
you
maybe-
can reach into Paul's nutsack and have a snack.
Exactly.
You know
Very
what I mean?
literally a nutsack that I carry with me at all times.
He has a
All the
nutsack
time.
in his
Yeah.
front pouch.
All the time.
Salty
Surprisingly,
nuts,
it's in the front pouch. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? We will
Yeah.
have a good time, and yeah, we welcome everybody.
Yeah, Hondo P. And
Unless you have an e-bike.
For long rides.
For long rides.
long
Long
rides.
rides.
For short
For long
rides,
rides.
we'll accept the e-bikes for short rides.
City rides,
Sure.
sure.
Yeah,
Other than that,
but long rides, please
that's
don't.
our only exclusion.
Yeah, just please don't. And but as always, I'm down for the conversation. So if there's anybody
Exactly.
that doesn't necessarily love what we're saying, honestly, let me know.
And how do they reach out to you?
Well, there's the Nomads page.
Or at PB Cycles.
Yeah, you could. Okay, you know what? Yeah, PB Cycles is down.
Or the Nomads page.
for the conversation, honestly, because it's maybe pretty obvious at this point that I have a little bit of a political lean in my direction
But
in life.
for the sake of cycling,
Yep.
there you go.
So, let
For
me
the
know.
sake of
Honestly, let me
cycling,
know.
We love bikes. And that's what the club is about. And we don't really care who you are. If you like riding your bikes, come ride with us. Enjoy flat. Enjoy watching Ian change a flat. Because he's so prone to it.
Thankfully, able to help others as well. So
Yeah.
That
you know,
too.
It's a good piece of knowledge to have.
Exactly. And with that, guys, this concludes our episode. Thank you again for watching. And be sure to stay tuned for more episodes in the future.
Hit that like and subscribe
Peace.
button.
That's right. Like and subscribe, comment, share, all that bullshit.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time. Laters.